I hope this works. I hope you can hear me okay. I was having technical difficulties in therapy with my microphone, and then I had technical difficulties the next time I tried to record. But I've also been able to like record line reads for my friends and stuff this week, and my microphone has worked fine. But I don't know if my microphone is working right now, and I'm just gonna monologue until somebody tells me in chat that it is. It looks like it's working. I can see the lines moving in the thing. I posted, like, I tried to post a whole thing on Blue Sky, and my more in-depth post just did not post. So on Blue Sky I just posted stream with a B, quiet. Okay, can I do anything about that? Let's see. I bet it's turned down to like fucking 0 or some shit. Okay. Come on. Huh. Well, it says it's at 100. So that's not promising. But now it says my volume is at 4%. But it's at 100. What the fuck? I don't understand how to fix this. What the fuck? Is it my... Did that make any difference whatsoever? I'm assuming probably not. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Cool. That's great. I'm just gonna unplug it and plug it back. This is my, oh, it says I'm like blowing it out now, but this is the webcam audio. Is that anything? It's probably still quiet, but it might be better than what was going on. Did that change anything? All of the technical issues are most certainly my least favorite part about doing YouTube. I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, that's better? Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with my microphone. I'm clearly having some issues with it, because it, like I said, I had to do my therapy with this microphone, the webcam microphone, which I know is worse quality, but it's the one that's working. And I was like spinning out, and my therapist was like, I can hear you fine. And I was like, oh, right. I bet most of her clients don't have fancy YouTuber microphones. Okay. I don't understand what's going on with this. I don't understand why the microphone is not, that's frustrating, because I want it to be the good one, because I know I'm gonna listen back to this later if I need like a clip or something, and it's gonna drive me crazy that it doesn't sound as good. Okay. I'm giving myself like 2 more minutes to stress out about this, and then we're gonna move on, and we're just gonna use the one that we have. I'm like potentially wondering if maybe having my headphones in is fucking this up somehow, but I don't understand how that would happen. I just typically don't stream with my headphones on. Alright. Held off on putting the volume to 300% because I expected this to happen. Yeah, I know, I feel bad for everybody who was like all cranked up. And now, but when I'm talking, it's showing like because I can see the lines for my microphone input, but it keeps blowing out. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try one more time, even though it's probably not gonna work. I'm gonna try one more time. This is switching over to the good mic. Is this still quiet? Is this still, like, way too quiet? Could you hear a difference when I did that? We can put it up to popular opinion, because it looks like one person liked this more, but it looks like almost everybody else liked the other one more. How is this? Is this anything? No, it's always the same USB port, because it's the kind that's the same on both sides. This is more quiet. Okay. All right. Honestly, I kind of wonder if when I was recording last night, it was just really quiet and I just couldn't hear myself. Okay. We are going back to the webcam mic, and I don't understand what's going on with this. I'm not dealing with it right now. Hello, everybody. Hi. If you are on my Patreon, you already know that I've been working on this. I am doing like a deep dive into the BuzzFeed Thirst Tweets promo videos, which is why Gerard Butler has just been hanging out this whole time. I've been working on it alone, and it's been like, it's okay, but I just have had a lot of executive dysfunction about, like, continuing. Because the thing is that they've been doing this shit for, like, 6 years. And there are so many. There are, like, almost 200. I don't think I need to watch all of them, but I do need to watch, like, at least a handful from each year. And I don't know. I was gonna try to work on that tonight, depending on what a big, huge fucking problem my audio is giving me. I don't know. But let's see. Let me try it one more time with a different chord, even though I don't think that's going to do anything. Because otherwise, people are going to be coming in all night and complaining because they didn't catch the first 5 minutes where I've been stressing out about this. And that's not their fault, but it is going to make me not want to stream. So just give me a second. Let's just try this. Alright. One more try. I do not think that this will help. I think that my laptop is fucked, and my microphone is fucked, and my life is fucked, but let's see. Oh, now I don't even have an option. That's cool. That's awesome. Because my laptop is such a piece of shit that not only can it, like, not export the videos I want it to export, so I have to export a million little 10-minute versions of it, and then I stitch them all together, and then no matter what I do, there's a little green line on the bottom of it, because it just fucks with the proportions somehow when I do all of that. Not only can it not handle that, it also cannot, it does not reliably understand when I have plugged things into the USB or not. So I think the left side is just completely fucked now. It was kind of working before, but I made my mistake thinking my laptop was portable. I tried to record on my bed last night, and when I moved it I might be so frustrated if it doesn't that I just quit right now. Disconnecting again? Okay. Alright. I don't know if I'm here or not. It keeps telling me that it's disconnecting and reconnecting, and it's just beeping in my ears. I have no idea. Nothing? No sound? Okay. Alright. Okay. It's literally, it's showing me that there is audio. I don't... Does that do anything when I say use device timestamps? I'm assuming fucking not. Advanced audio properties? I don't... Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to just put text on the screen that says that I know that my audio is bad. Give me a second. Not game capture. That's not what I want. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I am in, like, the worst fucking mood, and I thought streaming would help, and I still think it will, but I need to, like... I've been fucking ramping about my bad audio for 11 minutes. Alright. It's not going to be super legible if I don't cut the background. Hang on. Okay. Alright. There we go. I can do no more. I can't do anything else to make it any better than it currently is. This is what we've got. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. I disconnected a couple of times on accident there. I'm gonna just try not to be near where that will happen again, but it might. Jojo is asleep on the bed, so I don't really have to worry about it right now, but sometimes when she comes over and she's pacing, it unplugs my stuff, and that's always frustrating, because I'm, like, happy to see her, but frustrated that my shit is getting unplugged constantly. God, someday it would be so nice to have a functional laptop where the slightest of jams doesn't make the USB ports stop functioning. And I'm like very deeply stressed out about my microphone not working because I need to record for actual videos, and this is fine for a live stream, and if I do it for a video, all the comments I'm going to get are going to be like, wow, your audio is normally pretty bad, but it is even worse than it normally is, and that's going to be frustrating to me. Okay. Alright. Okay. 13 fucking minutes of me just being annoying and ranting. Okay. Alright. So I've been working on this. I wanted to show you, because I showed my Patreon another spreadsheet that I've been working on, but I have gotten the spreadsheet bug. Does this look okay? It's kind of cut weird. So I've been arranging things. I have a playlist of all of the Thirst Tweet videos. BuzzFeed themselves also has one, but it has a lot of like shorts and stuff, so I made my own so that I can actually keep track of how many I've seen. There are 174 Thirst Tweet videos. There are so many. They started with Nick Jonas, which I think makes sense, just like spiritually. He's a boy band guy. They probably had a lot to pick from. So they started with Nick Jonas. I've recorded, and you can find on my Patreon, a review of the first 3, I believe. And then I did just record about some of the videos from 2018, because these started in 2017. So basically what I have here, I used an extension and I exported my playlist with all of these videos. So now I have the data for how many views and comments it got, how long they are, and what date it was uploaded. And then now I can arrange them and I can sort them. And as you can see, I've been doing some like color coding. So for 2018, the bottom 5 were Property Brothers, Jamie Foxx, Milo Ventimiglia, Troye Sivan, and Jeff Goldblum. And then we had the top ones. And there's such a range of the amount each year. Like, it was totally fine and felt kind of natural to talk about these first 3 when I was working on 2017. And I could have talked about all of them for 2018. Gerard Butler, I opened him up, and I was actually planning on skipping him because he's very middle of the line here. But then you come down to like 2019, and they made so many
They made, I think 30. I think it was, yeah, I think they did 30 thirst tweets in 2019 because they were starting to realize at this point, I think, that it's just like free fucking money. 2020, we've got 33. I think 2020 is, oh, actually, you know what? I made charts. Hang on. Let me, oh, that's not it. I need to pull up my chart. Do I have it downloaded still? No, I downloaded all the other ones. Okay. 1 second. I will pull up my charts because I'm trying to work on like data for this one. I think that'll be fun. Which again is why the spreadsheet. The other spreadsheet I've been working on, which we're not working on tonight, but I've been working on a spreadsheet where I'm going through all of the documents that have been unsealed from the It Ends With Us stuff. So like all of the emails, text messages, as well as the court documents, and I'm organizing all of those because I'm working on the Jenny Slate deposition video, which is taking me a while, and I'm trying to find all of the like referenced things because they'll say like, oh, here's a text message between you and your agents. Because there was a couple that I hadn't found yet for Colleen, because everything is just, it's, I don't know why, but everything's hard. Like, everything is so much more difficult than it needs to be. So nothing is like organized. Nothing is actually with where it says it's going to be, or where it's referenced. So I'm just downloading some of these charts that I made. Hang on. This is like more of a preview than I thought, but I need to get myself in a better mood than I'm in. Okay. Images. So this is for each year that they've been doing it, how many they did. So we've got 3 in 2017, which, like I said, I went over all of them. There's 12 for 2018, and the way that I recorded it, which I think was a mistake, is I did the top 5 and the bottom 5, and I think that's too many to do. I don't think somebody watching the video actually needs a recap of that many of these, because so many of them are essentially the exact same thing. But yeah, you can see there's been a bit of a spread in terms of how many of these promo junket things they do. They only did 10 in 2024, but then they were back up, and I think that the last one that they did, in 2025 was the one with the heated rivalry guys, and that one was weird. Like that one is so weird that it's why I even started working on this, because I was like, I never really have thought very much about these thirst tweet videos, and I think fundamentally that they're really weird, and yeah, so we've got that's one of the things I've been working on. I have been working on that. I have been working on I've been working on the Jenny Slate video, which by the time I do the rest of that chart, I'm hoping that it'll make my other the spreadsheet with all the supporting documents. I'm hoping once I have that done, it'll make making my other videos about the other depositions easier. Hoping it'll make it take a little bit less time. Did I just unplug my fucking thing again? What is something? I don't have a CD drive. Why is it telling me to choose what happens with my CD drive? I don't have a CD drive. There is no CD drive on this laptop. I hate this fucking computer. Okay. Anyway. This is what I've been working on. Sorry, I'm looking at chat. Property Brothers one is so interesting. I did talk about the Property Brothers one in a portion that I already filmed. It I kind of walked away from it liking the Property Brothers a little bit more than I already did, but I thought one of them was gay. I was really certain that at least one of them. I was really certain that at least one of them was gay, and neither of them are gay. Not even the secret third Property Brother is gay. Not even the like emo one. They're all straight. I didn't know that. And when I Googled it, they've like talked about it in interviews that other people think that other people thought that at least one of them was gay. But no, I guess not. Okay. Right? I did. Yeah. Saw you were streaming and thought you probably wouldn't yell watching a Britney Simon stream, and my headache was getting mad at me because she was yelling too much. No, I unless I got yellier than I think I did while I was seething over my audio, not planning on yelling. Yes, yeah, there is a third Property Brother. Hang on, let me find a picture of him. He doesn't look like this anymore, but he did, and it was funny. Also, I was like positive that the third Property Brother would have been younger than the twins, but he's older than the twins. Let me pull it up. If you haven't seen the third Property Brother yet, you are not prepared. That's the third Property Brother. He had an extended emo phase. Third Property Brother and fourth Jonas Brother should have a podcast. Exactly. It's very much giving fourth Jonas Brother. I know. That's Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. I know. Like I said, to be fair, this is no longer his haircut, but there are multiple. Oh, this one's really good too. Let me show you this one too. I'm so happy that I get to introduce you all to the third Property Brother. After this one, I'll show you the picture that's like more recent, where he looks much more normie, but this is delightful to me. And again, this is the older brother of the two twins. And not a single one of these men is gay. Not one of them. They all like women and exclusively like women. Yeah. Oh, he really looks like Ryan Ross in this one. Hang on. His name is J.D. Scott, by the way. All of these images are very low quality. This one looks like it's higher quality. Hang on. Oh wait, that's the same one. That's the one I just did. Hang on, where's the one I just downloaded? This should have been the whole stream, honestly. I should just talk about the emo Property Brother. Where did it go? Emo. Maybe I can find it if I actually name something when I download it. There we go. That's if you put every member of early Panic at the Disco into a blender, that's it. You would get the third Property Brother. Right, like the red tie, especially with the vest. Like I can see Josh Dunn too. Yeah, he has he seems to have Oh, there's a whole BuzzFeed article. So there's a third property brother. Let's just look at this together. Let me just pull this up. So, wait, you can't even see what I see. Okay. So, there's a third property brother, and he looks like the early 2000s version of the other two. As you can see, it's clear... Oh, wait. So, this is J.D. Scott. He's brother to the well-known property twins. Not what they're called. Jonathan and Drew Scott. Wait, his name is JD and his younger twin brothers is Jonathan and Drew? What does JD stand for? Jonas Brothers. That's really good. That's really good. He's like an unlockable character. But like I mean I guess it wouldn't be, but like what did they just have one name? Like they had their firstborn John JD and did they commit to those initials or did they just use it again? Like what if they're all named after their dad? I feel like this is a situation where they all have the same names just divided up amongst them. Okay. Who hosts the hit renovation show Property Brothers. See, he doesn't always have the emo hair. He does have tattoos though. I don't know if the other Property Brothers are tattooed. As you can see, it's clear JD is part of the family. He's a pretty normal looking dude with all the characteristics of other members of the Scott clan. Look, the whole family was in People magazine. Is this like an article somebody got paid to write, or is this like a community contributed thing? No, he's a BuzzFeed news reporter. Okay, Brad made some money for this in 2017, I assume. However, if we go back a few years, it becomes apparent that JD once had a very different life. Try not to get distracted by their incredibly similar features and pearly white teeth. JD is the one on the right, the one with the hair. It's honestly kind of impressive to be able to be the one with the hair when like this is all going on over here. This is like also fairly extra, I feel. This like poofy stuff that the one guy has. But yeah, JD is definitely the one with the hair. I discovered the other property brother by chance. Basically, someone at work showed me the three grinning brothers picture and said, WTF is up with this, and immediately began investigating. How could someone from such a well-known and respected family, the property family, have flown under the radar for so long, especially when they look like a Dragon Ball Z character? So many of these are broken, I think, because people rightfully left Twitter, and because it's very old. Everything should have, all of these posts, they should have used screenshots so that this wouldn't happen, but alas. How weird would it be if I printed and framed that photo as a conversation piece? Instead of going into the family business, property, the third property brother followed his passion, Final Fantasy. Why does the third property brother look like Pete Wentz circa 2007? I can't believe Adam Lambert is the third property brother. What can't he do? That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Did you guys know there's a third property brother? I'm shook. Can I see these pictures? Nope. JD's photo. JD's photo on the official Scott Brothers website, it exists, it's great, is another example of how he has chosen to differentiate himself from the lesser property brothers. Not to be outdone by his younger brothers, the eldest Scott brother, J.D. Scott, has firmly tapped into his creative side, combining formidable writing and entrepreneurial skills to forge a career in the entertainment industry. He has penned many scripts, stories, and articles over the years, and was a founding member of the Canadian sketch comedy ensemble YFG, as well as a member of the internationally known Loose Moose Improv. He has also performed on stage in Las Vegas as a celebrity impersonator for superstars Adam Lambert and David Bowie! Wow! Wow. He did do an Adam Lambert impression. That's actually so funny. JD's talents extend beyond the stage. He has directed and acted in festival films and produced over 50 hours of digital content, which has been integral to the growth of the Scott Brothers band. JD has appeared on screen alongside brothers Drew and Jonathan in various shows and continues to pursue his passion both in front of and behind the camera. As a strong proponent of the family business, JD rounds out the brothers' dynamic with his outside-the-box approach and creative thinking. I want to look at the website. This is JD and Annalie. Oh, did they make a house for their brother? Our big brother JD and his fiancée Annalie tasked us with transforming JD's Vegas man cave into a functional place to plant their roots. Fascinating. Oh, and then all of the SpawnCon. Fascinating. Ooh, we can see his house. If you're coming in late, there is not really a great explanation for this. Just that the two property brothers who were not the third one read thirst tweets about themselves, and there was no thirst tweets about JD. Wow. Thank you to all the supportive and wonderful people out there. I'm blessed to have you along for this journey. Investigators also uncovered an incredible and entirely unbelievable theory. The property brothers aren't actually identical twins, but have had plastic surgery to make it appear as if they are. There's a rumor that JD was a magician. He's not, though it would be a career that suits him. He said, partially true, not a magician, though my mom says I'm magic. Winky face. The good old emo hair has been put to rest. It served its term. The only magic I do at a party is disappearing before the cleanup begins. There ain't no escaping that scene here. Yeah. Somebody said I thought that picture was photoshopped. Yeah. Okay, so again though, I will say, I know this is just what BuzzFeed was, but I do all of these like these articles, which they still happen, but it's so fascinating to me, like people just like, I'm gonna write an article, but it's actually just every halfway funny joke that I saw on Twitter. Which, you know, that's how a lot of people make YouTube videos too. But yeah, so. Now that I know he's a writer on TV and was in improv, and that his twin younger brothers were able to get into real estate, yep, definitely rich family. Oh, for sure. I can't believe I can't believe he impersonated Adam Lambert. That's so funny. Yeah, so he was not in the Thirst Tweets one. Most of the Property Brothers Thirst Tweet ones were like, I want to fuck both of the Property Brothers. And a couple of times they got like a little scandalized, but mostly they were just like enjoying it. Oh, are we talking about how good Allie's new video is? It's so good. It's so good. If you are not subscribed to Little Shop of Allie, go subscribe to Little Shop of Allie. She just put out a video today about Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands and how all of the like outsider plot lines that motherfucker got cast in shaped the public perception of him and taking his side over his battered ex-wives in the defamation case. It is a fantastic video. I've really been enjoying watching her work on it, and I really enjoyed watching it now that it's done. Definitely go watch it if you have not already. I heard BuzzFeed writers had to turn out like 5 to 10 stories a day for very little money, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've talked to somebody who used to write for Business Insider, I think, and explained to me kind of like what the model was of like what a wide net you have to cast to try to like talk about like anything that might get clicks. Very fascinating. We should make a JD Thirst Tweets playlist to speak BuzzFeed. Yeah, I don't want to give away my jokes for the full video because I have what I think is a really funny intro in mind. But I just spending so much time over the last few weeks thinking about the concept of these like thirst tweet videos, I have really it's taken over my brain. Katie, I think the Jonas Brothers are so fascinating. I did a video about their Christmas cash grab movie, and it led me down a rabbit hole of watching like some of their junket promo things, which is also why I've started thinking about this kind of content. But it was Joe doing like the Vanity Fair lie detector test. I would like to make a video about the Vanity Fair lie detector test, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this Thirst Tweets one first, and then another channel just did a video about the celebrity lie detector test. So, you know, I don't know if I'm still gonna do that or not. I probably might, depending on how well this Thirst Tweets one goes over, because I want to talk about like these various, you know, junket appearances that people go do online. The Thirst Tweets one, it's like 90% about Thirst Tweets, but then there's like a half-hour interlude where I talk about like the Jimmy Kimmel celebrities read mean tweets thing, which is very much what the Thirst Tweets format is ripping off. And I was kind of surprised that Nick was the only one who did the Thirst Tweets. I was shocked that Joe Jonas has not read Thirst Tweets. If he stays single much longer, he might. Nick is like so slimy in his though. He's like, oh, this is the PG-13 version of the Thirst Tweets. I have more in my DMs, but they're rated R. Wink. And I was like, you are fucking slimy, sir. That's nasty. I don't like that. I want to watch Married to Jonas and make a video about that. At some point, I do just want to talk about the Jonas Brothers a little bit more, because I didn't go super in depth when I did the video about their Christmas movie, because it was just kind of like a just like a silly, easy one. But I find their branding so fascinating. I find it also very fascinating that like if you bring up like Disney stars having purity rings or whatever, people generally are going to think of the Jonas Brothers, right? Because that was such a part of their branding. And that's fascinating to me, too, because I don't even know how much they were the ones fronting that and how much it was being kind of pushed on them. And even if it was them fronting it, obviously they would have been fronting it because their parents were very religious and were, like, forcing that onto them. But, like, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, I think maybe Miley Cyrus. There are a bunch of either women or people who were perceived as women on Disney Channel who also had purity rings. And it was, like, not so much of a big deal as it was that, like, these teenage boy band members have purity rings. Like, I don't know. I think that's very fascinating. I think it's so much more normal for it gets so much more normalized, the idea of, like, a young woman's virginity being, like, this whole thing. And so it was, like, surprising when that was pushed onto boys. And to be clear, I don't think that's the kind of thing that really should be pushed onto anybody. But it was just very interesting to me, especially because, like, I don't know. It was I had the whole, like, stay a virgin until you're married thing pushed on me. Nobody ever gave enough of a shit to give me, like, a fancy piece of jewelry about it. But when I was a teenager, I went to youth group, and they gave us, like, you know, like, you know, like, the yellow, like, Life Strong, Live Strong bands. It was like that, but it was blue, and it had the name of our church on it. And the pastor, like, in the middle of youth group one night, he, like, handed them out, and he was like, I want you to wear this as, like, a symbol of your promise to yourself not to have sex until you're married. And I wore it for a while, and eventually it broke, and I was like, this broke because it's, like, a cheap piece of rubber. But I was like, everyone's gonna think I had sex. I don't think anybody thought that about me, actually. But I was afraid they would. It was just kind of in at the time. I feel like everyone had a youth group friend who got them to go to some church. Like, oh, for sure. I have not made a Devil Wears Prada video. I think Olay Laurinati just published one recently, which I haven't watched yet because I've been really behind on a lot of things. But Olay just posted one which was really good. And who was the other one? Somebody made a Devil Wears Prada video recently, and I think it was Broe de Chanel, maybe? I think I didn't entirely agree with all of her analysis, but I enjoyed watching the video. But I have not made a Devil Wears Prada video. Maybe I should, though. That sounds kind of fun. I know they're doing the sequel soon. Anne Hathaway's in, like, a bajillion movies coming out this year, or next year, or whenever. Anyway, okay, so as you can see for my spreadsheet, we got really derailed by the brothers' property. I can sort them, like, right now I have them sorted from least popular to most popular, but having them in this spreadsheet is amazing because I can sort my range, and if I want to do them by date, that would be column B. No, I just sorted it by views. Column E. I can sort it by date, and so then now it's different. And that, I think, is going to make it a lot easier for me to go through, because I could just go through by date, but, like, if the first few on here aren't extremes in terms of how much they've been viewed, I don't think it really matters if I go through all of them. So what is interesting, and what I'll be talking about in the video, is I have noticed if you look at the least popular from each year, like we have this one, John Boyega and Oscar Isaac, that was the least viewed the first year they did it. Next year, Property Brothers, yeah, they're the least viewed. But then, like, Jamie Foxx, right? And so you kind of keep looking and you notice this pattern, like William Jackson Harper, bottom 5. Taye Diggs, bottom 5. So I do think that's interesting. And I know in like the most recent video that they did for BuzzFeed Thirst Tweets, it was the heated rivalry one, which was, that one is like, it's the heated rivalry one. In general, I feel like I have a lot to say about the press tour for heated rivalry, but a lot of the like thirst tweets that they had them read aren't about the guys themselves, like they're about the characters. And then the last one that they have them read is like fucking racist, and that's what really kind of like got my gears going, where I'm like, I do need to see, like, are they doing that bad of a job of filtering out like micro and macroaggressions in these thirst tweets for everybody, or was this like just a spectacularly bad one? And I think I do just have issues with like the inherent what is it? Just the inherent format of these, because like the joke of it is that you're sitting there watching somebody be uncomfortable and you're watching somebody be embarrassed. Yeah. Oh my god, I thought you meant a video about what I eat in a day, and I was like, nobody wants to know that. Oh, I didn't realize you got timed out. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like it in some ways it might just be that these videos get pushed differently, but I do think like it's fascinating, this difference, 5.2 million views for Mark Ruffalo, 1.8 million views for John Boyega and Oscar Isaac, and like that was to promote a Star Wars movie. Which also, a lot of this is Disney promotion. A lot of this is specifically Disney sending their actors to BuzzFeed, and then they do this. Like, there's like, a lot of Marvel ones, too. Although I did just notice that the Infinity War one actually says fan tweets and not thirst tweets, which makes sense, because they weren't super thirsty. Also, fascinating, and I'll dive further into in the video, it took until 6 videos in for there to be a woman at all. And there are a few women in this one because it's like 12 people or something like that. And they're all just reading tweets. And then we get our next woman on number 10 when Tiffany Haddish is here. And then we don't see another woman until 25. We have Megan Good here with Michael Ealy. So it's like a, if women are here, they're here with men. And men are mostly here alone, but sometimes they have a friend with them. We don't get our first female-led thirst tweets video until Jennifer Coolidge, which is the 46th one that they made. Up until that point, all of the mainline ones where it's just one person is men. Oh, also in between that, we had the Riverdale parents reading thirst tweets, so there's 2 women there. But it's so many, it's so many more men than women, which makes sense the more you think about it, because like they probably have to edit out a lot more really violent and shitty things that they see about women when they search for women. They probably have to think more about like, oh, is this sexual harassment? But then it's like, shouldn't you maybe be thinking about that about the ones you're having the guys read too? Like, Why is Dr. Phil here? I know! I know! Let's honestly, you know what? Because I'm just going to sit here and talk because I'm still being executive dysfunction about watching these. What year was Dr. Phil? What year was Phil? Is he... Oh, it was 2019. Okay. Let's find Phil. Let's find Phil. This one has 5.2 million views. You're going to have to let me know how the audio is. Picturing threesome with Dr. Phil and Judge Judy is a little bit funny. Usually the ones they put on the thumbnail I don't find very funny. How did that sound? Could you hear that okay? Not to be mean about bald men, but who's thirsty over Dr. Phil? I did already watch the Troye Sivan one. That one is he's very I think I watched Troye Sivan. He enjoys himself quite a bit. Shawn Mendes is like very embarrassed and shy, and I felt bad for him. And I keep mixing Troye Sivan and Shawn Mendes up, but I think the difference is Troye Sivan is out as gay, and Shawn Mendes is just treated like he is gay, which I do think is part of why the comments are so fucking mean to him for being uncomfortable.
Would be Dr. Phil and Judge Judy. You need help. You need serious help. Serious help.
Can you hear it that time? Can you hear it? Not a word. Oh my god. What the fuck? But I can hear it. I can hear it in my headphones. Okay, I guess maybe I don't get to use my headphones. Maybe I take it out of my headphones, and then you at least could probably hear it through the microphone if you can't hear it through where I am. But that's disappointing. I like having my headphones on because I like to pretend like I don't live with the people I live with.
Hey, I'm Dr. Phil. I'm hanging out at BuzzFeed today, and my threesome would be Dr. Phil and Judge Judy. You need help. You need serious help. Serious help. Hey.
Okay, so wait, we can hear it now? We can hear it now that I took off my headphones? Or you could hear it before I put my headphones? Because I just took off my headphones, but I'm on a delay. I'm so confused. Nothing is working for me tonight. Okay. Alright. You can hear it with my headphones. Okay, I'm putting my headphones back on. That's the best news I've gotten all night. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm like, after not being able to get my microphone to work, I'm like on a hair trigger for things not seeming to work tonight. Okay. Alright. Also, let me just look at the chat a little bit before we continue, because I think I'm behind. Okay. Alright. Oh, thank you, Allie. I like my Snoopy shirt too. It's a pajama shirt. I have shorts that came with it somewhere, but I don't wear them. I'm wearing Legally Blonde pajama pants with my Snoopy shirt. I don't know if Allison Stoner had a Purity Ring. I still need to read their book, but I don't think that they were one of the ones who was like being put front and center with it. BuzzFeed has a lot of really transparent contracts when you spend any amount of time paying attention to who owns what they're talking about. I agree. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah. But what's also interesting is they don't tend to be like, and we're here to promote X, other than, you know, the Infinity War one said Infinity War stars. But generally it'll say like, this actor is reading thirst tweets, and then it'll say like their two most recent things before whatever they were out promoting. Because I feel like they do want to try to make it look kind of organic, like they're just doing this just because, but it's very obviously when people are out on promo. Which, you know, did Dr. Phil have anything to promote in 2019? I don't know. We should probably check at some point. Okay. Now I can't hear it.
Serious help.
We're just watching this
dream
one
threesome
part a
would be
million
Dr.
times.
Phil and Judge Judy. You need help. You need serious help. Serious help. Hey, I'm Dr. Phil. I'm hanging out at BuzzFeed today, and I'm going to be reading your thirsty tweets. So we'll see what you've got to say. I think Dr. Phil...
He was promoting the ranch where he tortured all those kids, probably. Right! I was going to make that joke, and then I was like, well... But genuinely, I fucking hate this guy. I'm so glad you can hear it now. I almost panicked, but I think I figured it out.
Kind of sexy. So I think my type is older men, ouch, that can handle my emotional issues. Well, I was doing okay till you said older. I mean, come on. I have to rock being bald every day, and then you got to call me older? Handle my emotional issues. I'm only Dr. Phil on the show. When I get home, I'm worthless. I'm like a lizard on a rock. So I don't want to handle your emotional issues at home. Thank you.
He doesn't even handle people's emotional issues on the show.
Thanks for calling me kind of sexy. What do you mean kind of sexy? You see me with my shirt off? I wouldn't let Dr. Phil top me.
It's not wouldn't, it's would.
I would let Dr. Phil top me. Okay, you still need to know what top me means.
A little sexual.
It's a little sexual. Oh.
Imagine making it to that great big age and not knowing what topping means. That's crazy. That's crazy. Little Shop Valley used to watch so much Dr. Phil back in the day, and he's always been a conservative weirdo. Oh, absolutely. I don't know why I've watched this so many times, but I have watched Big Joel's videos about Dr. Phil probably like 4 or 5 times. And I've watched that that episode of A Bit Fruity. That one was so good about Dr. Phil. I fucking hate Dr. Phil. I'm so fascinated when people talk about his show, because I didn't watch a ton of it, but everything I hear about it is just like he's doing evil shit.
Well, thank you. Dr. Phil is so sexy. Notice not kind of. Dr. Phil is so sexy to me just because he is intelligent, rational, and communicates beautifully. Just so you know, I'm not making these up. Of course, you may think I typed this up before I got here, but I didn't. You know, intelligence is sexy. Communication is sexy, which is a good thing. Because when you're old and bald, you got to have something you're rocking. Better be your brain, because people don't tune in to look at me. That's for sure. I look like an old catcher's mitt. Sometimes
he does look like an old catcher's mitt. He's not wrong about that. That might be the first true thing I've ever heard Dr. Phil say. Maybe he just assumed, of course, the man is on top. I think you're right, actually. I think you're correct. He's got a weird shaped head. I don't think I've ever looked at him enough to realize that. Me neither. This is definitely, even though I've watched those videos where people talk about him over and over again, I don't tend to he has, there's something about him that makes me want to avert my eyes.
Liz. Thanks, Robin. I appreciate you tweeting. You guys are trying to embarrass me here. So, I'm very...
Did you not know that was the entire point of this exercise? Like, I do kind of want to know, what do they tell the celebrities they're doing? Do they just say, do you want to read tweets? Or do they say, these are thirst tweets, and do you know what a thirst tweet is? I don't know.
Very much attracted to Dr. Phil. His shiny bald head is such a turn on. Had to go there, didn't you? You know, I read a study the other day that said 78% of men would rather amputate a body part than be bald. Can you believe that? You're not cutting shit off of me. Oh my God, Dr. Phil has the...
Him hanging on to this on the sides is just embarrassing. Like that on... You cannot cling that hard onto the little sides of your head and also be like self-effacingly insecure about your bald head. Like, it's not doing anything. It's not making you look charming. It makes you look dumb. Like, at least just go for it. That's what I think. If you're going bald, just go for it. Go bald. I love when I get that that subreddit recommended to me where guys will post, like, they'll like post the top of their head and they have like 4 hairs coming in on this side and like 3 hairs on this side, and they're like, is it time? I've been trying to hang on, but I think it might be time. And then it's always the same picture of like a bunch of bald guys like looking at each other. And the guys almost always look better when they're bald. The thing is like, being bald on purpose is so much better than having this shit on the sides of your head where it looks like you look insecure. Dr. Phil looks insecure with his fucking, I don't even know, what do you call that? Because he is bald, but like he does have, they're like sideburns that go all the way up.
Smile. Really? I do smile a lot.
Cul-de-sac hair!
It's just that doesn't go viral. People don't pick that up. They only pick it up when I throw somebody off the stage or something. The long one. Oh my God. Dr. Phil is the wallpaper on my phone now, and I couldn't be happier. Just looking at this man's beautiful face makes my whole day better. Oh.
Whomst? Oh no, I don't want to be full screen. No, I don't want to be full screen. Did I not just say that? What is happening? Dr. Phil is mad at me for making fun of his hair.
You have a really day. No, I'm glad. Maybe it calms you down, or maybe it makes the rest of your day look better. Put me on your ringtone. Maybe asking you, how's that working for you? Dr. Phil is so f***ing sexy. Whew, his face, a seat. You're saying as long as I got a face, you got a place to sit. All right, I get it. See, I'm not that old. All right, look, this has been a lot of fun. I don't know who put this bucket together, but it has been fun. I'll see you on the show. So long. Adios. See you guys.
That was terrible. That was awful. I almost wonder if they get BuzzFeed staffers to use burners to make one. That could be true. And there's some of them where they have so many fewer tweets to read than others. Like the Mark Ruffalo one is literally 1 minute and 21 seconds. Like, he reads like 2 or 3 and he's very embarrassed. Let's see. He just congratulated himself for understanding oral sex on a woman exists. It certainly sounded like it. If I met someone with Dr. Phil as their wallpaper, I would call the police. They must have done something criminal and they are not safe to be around. So many of them are with Chud Luzerinos. So many of them. There's a Brad Pitt one. I'm honestly surprised they didn't get fucking Johnny Depp to do one of these. Let's see. Who else do we have on here? I'm just gonna say I watched it so that I don't lose my place later. Let's watch one from the bottom 5. Let's see who comes up first here. William Jackson Harper. I do like William Jackson Harper. Actually, I want to watch the Riverdale Parents one. Sorry, William. I just think Riverdale Parents is going to be funnier. Oh, was this after the one guy died?
Hi guys, we're the cast of Riverdale, and we are going to be reading your... Hi guys, we're the cast of Riverdale, and we are
God, Molly Ringwald is so fucking hot.
going to be reading your thirst tweets on BuzzFeed. Here we go. Every single dad on Riverdale is a DILF. Every single one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Real.
I agree.
Real.
Holy mama, you are more than hot. Help, I literally can't think straight anymore. At Marisol Nichols.
Oh.
Wait, this is from at Marisol Nichols.
Oh, how weird. Skeeto Rich can run me over and I could die happy.
She looked genuinely surprised that that was her, as if she's not a very gorgeous woman.
So hot.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
run me over.
Yes.
Run me over. Buy me a car first.
I'm loving daddies because of Riverdale. Damn. Hiram Lodge's another daddy, and I just want to lick him.
Like Scream Days? Yes. Love it. But like Skeet as F.P. Jones, me up.
Wow.
Okay.
Man, hit me up. I'm not sure what to do with
I wish it were 1980.
This one is actually kind of fun. I think that the more people are here, the more fun it is to watch for me. Like, I really enjoyed the one with John Boyega and Oscar Isaac, because, like, they have some level of, like, chemistry with each other, and it's not just a guy sitting there being like, women on the internet think I'm hot. I do have sex, which is what a lot of them are.
84 is I'd make Molly Ringwald fall in love with me.
Is that a George Orwell reference? Pocketing me?
FP from Riverdale is such a dope. I could barely focus on what's actually happening in the show.
Oh my god.
Oh
God.
God.
No way. I would lick tequila out of F.P. Jones's belly button.
Well, I just so
pretty
happen to have
thirsty.
some.
Wanna
That's
keep
pretty
that?
thirsty.
I think
I
you wanna
might.
frame
What's
it.
the handle on here?
Hi, hello. I'd call both Mark.
I had to look up who you meant, because I didn't have name recognition for Mad Chinamick. And yeah, no, that's Betty's mom. She's so fucking hot. She's so fucking hot. I loved it when she went crazy and she like joined a cult and gave all of her daughter's college money to the cult. That was so good. I loved her.
Suelos and Hiram Lodge, daddy.
Oh.
That's from Andy
Is
Cohen.
that from Cammy?
Ooh. This is where I get to repeat the naughtiest Riverdale joke I ever made. The initials for Steve Ultra's F is F.P. Jones stands for Effable Parent.
Wow. Wow. That's deep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait a second. Michelle Obama.
I have been in love with Molly Ringwald since I was 10 years old. She started my redhead obsession.
Ooh, Ginger.
And that's not my husband.
And he's Canadian. Anyway, Hermione Lodge out here looking fine as wine. Goodbye.
Boom.
everyone is like, OMG at Cole Sprouse is so hot. And I'm like, OMG, Skeet Ulrich is a daddy.
You must know my kids.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Dada. Hiram Lodge, a hunk of a man, and an apple.
Thanks.
True. Both true.
I am. Whoa, why is Hiram Lodge such a toxic boy dilf who could call me and get it years old?
What?
What?
It's actually verified.
Get it years old?
Who's that?
What? It didn't make any more
It makes
sense.
no
No.
sense.
Do we need a millennial? Does anybody know what that means?
It means you're hot.
Ah, we're old.
Nobody can touch me unless you are Marisol Nichols.
Wow.
I think I'll always have a crush on Mom.
Ah,
Didn't anyone say anything dirty about me?
That's so fucking funny. all of the Molly ones are very tame and sweet. That's funny.
Big up one team.
Alright.
Okay.
Molly Ringwald. I want to bend you down.
Complete. All right.
Well, here, this actually evens it out. Marisol Nichols is so cute in Friends.
What does that mean?
You
Were
are
you in
friends.
Friends?
You are friends.
25 years ago.
That's it. That's the end of our
That's
thirst
it.
tweets.
Aw,
That's the end of our
Thank
thirst
you for
tweets. Thank you
watching.
for watching.
Like I
Somebody
need a
thinks
shower.
something dirty about me, please.
Yes, next time,
Please?
please.
Make sure you watch Riverdale on the CW.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love Molly Ringwald. That was so funny that she wanted one to be dirty. That one was cute. That's honestly one of my favorite ones that I've watched so far. That one was really cute. Let's do Anthony from Queer Eye, who I have a very mean joke about that will only be funny to a percentage of you. I think Anthony from Queer Eye, he reminds me so much of Trent from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. That's the same guy in my head. 1000% this is Trent. Very few people have understood what I mean when I say that, but I think it's very funny.
Hey guys, it's Anthony. I'm here at BuzzFeed, and I'm gonna read your thirst tweets. And I'm also probably more uncomfortable doing this than I could possibly be at a hockey game. All right. I'm so attracted to Anthony from Queer Eye. I just want him to cook naked for me and sensually shake my cocktails. Cooking naked is dangerous, especially near an open flame. Maybe cutting vegetables wouldn't be tempting. No, you do not want to have your naked body next to a knife. Wish Anthony would rip me apart like he did that giant lobster. I don't even know what to say to that. Anthony could swim in my bussy, and I stand by that. What's a bussy? Swim? I just want to eat pickled carrots off of Anthony's abs. You know what I appreciate? Specificity. This is a person who knows what they like. You know what else is good? Pickled okra and pickled green beans and pickled jalapenos, but not when they're pickled too long because then they get mushy and brown. I like it when they're crunchy. I wonder if pickling peas would be nice. I've never had pickled peas. Pickled shallots are really nice too. I would pay good money to suck. Oh, okay. Wasn't as bad. I would pay good money to suck Anthony's nipples. I do have very sensitive nipples. It's been documented on.
He's like a charm vacuum. Like, it's so fascinating to me how charming this man clearly thinks he is, and yet he's like antimatter to me. I look at him and I feel nothing.
Instagram several times. Thank you to 10 friends and Jonathan Van Ness. You're not off brand, whoever you are. Anthony really out here being the hottest man to flip pancakes, huh? Thank you. That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said about me. I get wet anytime Anthony says, like so. I do say that a lot. Apparently I say plop a lot as well. Plop feels kind of sexual. So I know. Now I'm not going to be able to say it anymore. It's like I can't wear Strokes t-shirts or hold a corgi anymore because I just feel like it's been like overdone. And I like saying like.
if he wasn't famous, he'd just be a guy I'm avoiding at 7-Eleven.
Because how do you do things? You do it like so. You put the tomato paste in your pot, like so. You deglaze with wine, like so. It just makes sense. I can't stop thinking about Anthony's bulge. I think about it probably just as much as you do because I am constantly adjusting it because I wear very tight jeans. Anthony from Queer Eye could walk into the Target shoe section and eat my entire ass. Would I be opposed? No. He is free to do this if he chooses, and I encourage it actually. The Target shoe section? Like from a Target? That is so weirdly specific.
Of course he's the kind of guy who says Target. That makes so much sense.
It sounds like it was like some kind of a weird dream. And what's this declaration? Would I be opposed? No. Like, who are you sharing this with? Anthony could make an overrated PB&J and I would still want to have sex with it. Well, you should, because the PB&J is fantastic. As long as you get the peanut butter and the jam all the way to the sides, and as long as you toast it. Don't be lazy. Use a toaster. You want to get it crunchy.
I think he is the only Queer Eye guy who did this. Which, like, it would have been fun if they had them all do it, but I guess they didn't all like each other, so.
Unless it's like a really fresh brioche, or if it's like a baguette or like a nice loaf that already has a crust. But if you're using like your Wonder Bread or an equivalent, or like a nice Japanese milk bread, I love milk bread, then you definitely want to toast it. Except if the milk bread is really fresh.
Oh my god, dude, shut up.
What the tweet was. I want Anthony to feed me deviled eggs shirtless in the bedroom of our luxury New York apartment while we laugh about our childhoods. Same. Hit me up. Anthony is so fine. WTF. I wonder if he'd have a threesome with me and another guy. Or I'll just watch. It's up to him. Thank you for being so open-minded. Can't believe Queer Eye is only rated TV-14 when the slowed down close-up shots of Anthony's hands cooking in each episode are actual porn. I'm always holding a knife and that feels very dangerous. I guess knives are weirdly sexual, aren't they? It's like being choked. Some of us like it, but we know it's dangerous. But if you like choking, make sure you have a safe word. Actually, learned this the hard way. About to have some TMI. Don't have a safe word, have a safe move, because often you can't speak if you're being choked. Pro tip. You're welcome for that one, kids. Thanks so much! If you want to make some delicious food and see a bunch of photos of me wearing clothes, please buy Anthony in the Kitchen and make a dish for someone special today. Thanks, guys!
Oh, that's why he was the only one who did it. It was to promote his cookbook. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one. I didn't like it. You can say less. I will say, that's the first time I've seen anybody even mention any kind of safe word. And most thirst tweet videos have some kind of reference to strangulation in them. So, like, that's something, I guess. They really could have done him a favor in that edit and made it, more charming, I think, but they didn't. They didn't do that. It was definitely worse than the Dr. Phil one. That's so weird. Let's watch our first standalone woman.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Coolidge, and I'm with BuzzFeed, and I'm going to be reading my thirst tweets.
Also,
all right. Wow. Thank God, a good
pause. They did this for like 2 years before they moved to the big cup, which is so funny because I feel like they would have thought of that sooner, but they did not. And then now I think they just have them look at it from phones.
one to begin with, but just want to put this out there. Jennifer Coolidge got a good one to begin with, but just want to put this out there. Jennifer Coolidge is a icon. Thank you, Gary. She has enough big energy to power a small town. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Her freaking name is Jennifer Coolidge. Milk. Oh yeah, just because of that movie, not because of real life. I don't really have any children. I was barren. Anyway, I miss Jennifer Coolidge. LOL. She looked so good and was funny as. I'm not dead. In a obituary. I sure miss Jennifer Coolidge. I'm gonna leave this tweet on her grave. Oh, this is kind of flattering.
I love her. This one is so much more engaging than the last one.
My ex didn't know who Jennifer Coolidge was, and that should have been a sign. Right? Yeah, that's, if they don't know who I am, just dump them. Where the has Jennifer Coolidge been? I love that thing. Thank you, JC. Oh, this is very nice. You know, yeah, Star is Born was pretty good, but you know what performance was Academy Award winning? Jennifer Coolidge as Fiona Montgomery. And for those of you who didn't know, that was a Cinderella story with Hilary Duff. My sexual identity as Jennifer Coolidge in Legally Blonde. And then he acts it out with a bunch of stick figures. Hey. I hope Day is single because he said Jennifer Coolidge is so f***ing sexy. Well, I hope I meet you one day, Day. I just want Jennifer Coolidge to slap me with a purse. Thank you. I will.
Oh, she's great. I love her. I love her. Yeah, they definitely, the difference in the ones that they pick for the ones where a woman is coming in and the ones where a man is coming in is so fascinating.
Oh, you know what? This is the nicest thing anyone has ever said. Jennifer Coolidge made me gay. I don't know how to take this. Jennifer Coolidge has been that bitch since day one. And this one, I can't get it out, but it says, Jennifer Coolidge has buck teeth. That's kind of mean. That's it. I was joking. I guess I should, look at my Twitter more. I'm Jennifer Coolidge, and I just read my thirst tweets. I got one last one left. You should go see Like a Boss on January 10th. Bye-bye.
I love her. See, this is what I mean, though. This is Jennifer Coolidge, and says American Pie, Legally Blonde, which, yeah, those are her big ones. But, like, it doesn't outright say in the description, oh, go watch the thing that she said she's promoting. I don't think it linked to Antony's cookbook. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I could definitely write thirstier tweets about Jennifer Coolidge. Right! They did the same thing that they did for Molly Ringwald, where they're just all really sweet. Which, like, I don't know. I think maybe it's just that's like a slightly different series. If it's just like reading nice tweets about themselves, which maybe I would have less compunctions about than I do about the Thirst Tweet series. Who knows? Who do we want to watch next? Should probably stay in 2019. Did I go past I gotta go write some thirsty tweets about women, apparently. Do Troy? Okay. Alright, we'll do Troy. Where's Troy? He's up, right? Yeah.
Good morning, America. I'm awake and I want Troye Sivan to spit on me. I was about to say I'm into that, but like, whoa. Hey, I'm Troye Sivan and I'm going to be reading Thirst Tweets. I saw the Shawn Mendes one of these, it made me laugh, because I wrote all of those tweets. This pussy right here belongs to user Troye Sivan. Okay, fine. I love Troye Sivan so much. Gosh, choke me, hit me with a truck. That one's not that bad. Thank you. That's actually very sweet. I'm so glad I don't have a penis because I would probably have a constant boner because Troye Sivan. Okay? I want Troye Sivan's jawline to cut me into fries. Like French fries? Troye Sivan, more like lick honey off of me while singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Ah. That's like the most specific sexual fantasy I've ever heard in my entire life. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Troye Sivan could wrap me in duct tape, shave my head, and throw me into a pool full of hot sauce from Taco Bell, and I'd still say thank you. Dope. I want Troye Sivan to bury... You know what? No. I want Troye Sivan to suffocate me with a wig.
I do think seeing the ones that they don't read is really funny. There were a couple where the Property Brothers also were like, we're not finishing that one.
What? I want Troye Sivan to set my ass on fire and extinguish it with something disgusting. I wish Troye Sivan could murder my ass, but he's already a bottom. Not true, but whatever. At Troye Sivan, I want to lick chicken off your nips. Cool. My, at Troye Sivan needs to sit on my face like right now, TBH. Jeez. I'm more embarrassed at the people in this room than I am on the internet. I feel like really flushed. I kind of love it, but reading it out loud, like I'm so glad that my mum didn't come to this shoot.
He did just really blitz through those. Yeah, Jasmine, I agree that like I think that they know that this is what they're gonna do, but I'm always curious, like, are they presented with options, and is it like, do you want to do a puppy interview or thirst tweets, or are they just told like you're gonna come do thirst tweets? Like, it's so interesting to think about. I think what I want to do, since we just watched Jennifer's before that, I think I want to watch the ones that are women, because I know there's this one with Tana Mojo, and then there's there's Chelsea Handler, and I think Aubrey Plaza.
What's up,
there's
guys?
A few.
I'm Tana Mojo, and today I'm here at BuzzFeed promoting my new season of my show, MTV No Filter Tana Mojo, and I'm so excited to tell you that I'm going to be reading thirst tweets today.
Yeah, so she was promoting a show. That's why she's here.
One time I dated a guy and went with him to do this and had to watch him read other thirsty tweets from other people, and I was so jealous. Okay. Aw, someone said Tana Mojo is literally the most beautiful human ever. Goodbye. Have you seen literally any Jenner or Kardashian, sweetie? There are so many more beautiful people, but thank you for thinking that. At Tana Mojo, can you lick my forehead? I get questions like this at my meet and greets all the time. I feel like I've been asked to lick, kiss every body part ever, so no, I can't. Tana Mojo invented Slim Thick. Thank you, but I think I just invented Facetune. If I had Tana Mojo's boobs, I'd be unstoppable, LMAO. I am unstoppable. No, I'm just kidding. They help, so thank you. Repeat after me. Tana Mojo makes me horny, 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 Tana Mojo makes me horny. Continue. Tana Mojo makes her horny. I love that for you. Thank you. Tana Mojo has the best boobs. That's it. That's the tweet. I really do see so many tweets about my boobs over anything else, even my personality. Wow, I hope that changes when I like release a book or something. I want to have a threesome with Tana Mojo, but it's just her, a blunt, and me. It's probably my ideal threesome, I'm not gonna lie. RDK of Tana Mojo specifically catered her new video to my fetishes, but watching her lick a knife and whisper, "Do you want me to murder you?" and then smoke a blunt was too much for me. A, I think we have similar fetishes, so. And B, I don't remember doing this at all, which is also just really embarrassing. I kind of lick knives often. I smoke blunts very often, so. At least 3 times a week, me and my boyfriend talk about wanting to have a threesome with Tana Mojo. Do I look like a third to you? Like sending love, babe, but no. Would pay any amount of money for Tana Mojo to spit in my face and call me an ugly it would be my honor. A, every meet and greet I do ever is this tweet. And B, that's kind of what sex with me is like, so. I'm just kidding, sorry. Praise reason. I would love a bucket like this, but just of my tweets about David Dobrik. Tana Mojo can choke me and run me over, and I'd say thank you and sorry for the dents in the car. Dude, this is what I mean when I say that my fans are just as crazy as me. I say this about other people. Like, there are lots of other people that could literally hit me with a car, and I'd apologize. So, felt that. No offense, but I want Tana Mojo to sit on my face until I suffocate. I hope she doesn't see this. Ending a tweet with I hope she doesn't see this is really funny, but also I saw it. If I ever met Tana Mojo, I would let her roar.
I just don't like picking one that explicitly says, I hope she doesn't see this. Like, the ones where the celebrity is, like, mentioned in it, I'm like, okay, whatever, show that to the celebrity. But so many of these, I feel like the person saying it didn't actually mean to say that to the celebrity, and the celebrity doesn't need to be put in a position to respond to it. I feel very middle of the line on this one. Like, I think she's doing fine. I think her background as an influencer definitely makes responding to fire off tweets like that probably easier for her than it is for some of the other people we've seen. But I'm not like as invested in this one as I was in Jennifer Coolidge. But that's just because I have more fondness for Jennifer Coolidge, I think.
The out of me. What does roar mean? I feel like I know most things. I'll have to Urban Dictionary that. Whatever it is, I probably wouldn't do. Don't kink shame me, but I would let Tana Mojo pipe so hard. No kink shaming here. Pop off, queen. I want Tana Mojo to murder my bussy. Bussy's such a good word. My best friend Trevor says that all the time, which you can watch on my MTV No Filter show. Like, what orifice would I use to murder your bussy? I need Tana Mojo to whip me around by my neck and spit down my esophagus while singing Hefner until I turn inside out and turn into a strawberry molly water smoothie. Why do I feel like this is just everything millennials say into like a generalized tweet? And like molly water? Babe, go to church. The final one, which I'm terrified of. Do you give tweets like these to like the Jonas Brothers when they come in? Everyone off camera is like, Jordan, you want to come read this one? What if my manager read this to me? Jordan, come on in.
Wow, it is extremely specific.
Tana Mojo with a would be breathtaking. It would be so sure to wow.
They do not give ones like this to the Jonas Brothers. This is like, I think probably the most explicit thing that I've ever seen in one of these. In a series of tweets that are all very, very sexual compared to the other ones we've watched. Marty, I didn't know that there was a controversy about David Dobrik trying to pressure Tana into a three-way with Trisha Paytas. Oh, this is a copy pasta? That's so fascinating that they would pick one that is a copy pasta. I don't like this. And, like, I know she went through with reading it, but, like, I'm not surprised that she was like, wow, that's very graphic. But they literally don't give this kind of tweet to the Jonas Brothers.
Wax every once in a while. I wax all the time.
Foreskin would be silky. I gotta go.
It just gets so much worse, and that's saying so much for me. I say these words like super on the daily in bed, but I'm sorry, sweetie, that's not happening. I hate to let you down, but I don't have a dick. Thanks for having me, BuzzFeed.
That was so explicit. This is the only one where they did not hold back, WTF. I thought Tana was the one who writes thirsty tweets. How the turntables. We're just going to skip over the fact she dated a celeb that also did this. Am I that out of the loop? I think it was David Dobrik. He's the only positive one. It was Dr. Phil. That's kind of funny. They definitely, like, I don't know, they gave her really explicit ones. Especially compared to the other ones I've seen them give to women. And to your point, Marty, about wondering if this has something to do with her being bisexual, our next woman who got thirst tweets is Ruby Rose. So let's see what it's like when they're doing it for a gay woman. Might be some patterns here.
Hey, I'm Ruby Rose, and I'm here with BuzzFeed to read your thirst tweets. I would argue that Ruby Rose is one of the most beautiful humans alive. Aww. Well, I would argue that's one of the sweetest tweets alive. Hey, Ruby, if you're reading this, I'm free Thursday if you want to come over for snacks. Snacks? Really? I don't even get like a home-cooked meal or a 3-course meal. Like asking me on Friday if I want to hang out at 2 a.m. on Saturday. Ruby Rose posted a picture of her eating ice cream. Damn, I wish I was that ice cream. That's sweet. It's vegan ice cream though, and so you'd have.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Jem. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I didn't even monetize this stream because I knew we were just going to be sitting and watching so much of BuzzFeed. So that means a lot to me because I was not expecting to make any money from this stream. So thank you. There's a heavy correlation between how explicit the tweets are and how respectful they consider the person to be / how much power they have, established actress versus young singer or influencer. I agree. I think you're definitely onto something. Yeah. And I do think that the threesome ones probably did have something to do with the bisexuality. Yeah. Age might have something to do with the disparity. That's also true. Like, I can kind of see them justifying it to themselves as being like, well, Tana is online and she's more used to all of this, but it's still just like, that was jarring how explicit that one was.
Have to be vegan ice cream, I can afford that. Because if you're not, then it wouldn't make me feel very good. Ruby Rose's jawline is my religion. Wow. I mean, yeah, my jawline personally thanks you for that tweet. I think if I ever saw Ruby Rose in person, I would lose all feeling in my legs and pass out. Maybe. It's a possibility, but it's a maybe. Well, that would have happened, and I would have met you in real life. I would catch you if you fell. I wouldn't let you just fall. Maybe. I think about...
I'm going to say something controversial about Ruby Rose. I know very little about her, so this is like no estimation of her as a person or anything, but Ruby Rose is like the woman that a straight woman is attracted to for Woman Crush Wednesday, and it makes her feel edgy. You know what I mean? Like, she's beautiful, but to me, Ruby Rose is beautiful in a way where it's just like objectively Sims character beautiful. I don't know. She she doesn't really do anything for me, even though I feel like in theory she should tick some of my boxes. I think she's literally like, she's so pretty in such a way that feels so standard that I'm just like, yeah, she's there. Oh, I don't know the Veronica's situation with Ruby Rose.
Writing Ruby Rose's beautiful chiseled I think about writing Ruby Rose's beautiful chiseled ass face all the time. Really, all the time? Also, like, when I first read that, I thought you were saying that my face is like a chiseled ass. Thank you if you're saying, just thank you. New King, Ruby Rose's voice. Yeah, I think my voice is, depends on what accent you're into. I want Stella Carlin to be my prison roommate. Are you currently in prison? I would want to be Stella Carlin's roommate. She was pretty easygoing. But let's not have to go to prison to be roommates. Honestly, I'd watch Pitch Perfect 3 again just for Ruby Rose to say Ever Moist. Ever Moist. Just orgasmed over seeing Ruby Rose bite her lip and blink. Did I do that? I hope that you were not in a public place when this took place. And you're welcome? Ruby Rose could drag me through a bed of nails and then dunk me.
Oh, thank you so much, Katie. Thank you so much for the super chat. My cat's screaming at me. I can't think of anything good to say. I hope none of you have headaches. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope everybody's head is feeling good tonight, too.
In a pool of lemon juice, and I'd be like, thank you. I feel like we can maybe not do that. I feel like that sounds super painful. In real life, I don't think you would thank me for that experience. When Ruby Rose spoke and I realized she was Australian, 3/4 of an orgasm occurred. Why not 4 quarters? Why 3? I feel like that's disappointing for you, at least. No one wants to be 3/4 of the way through. I would let Ruby Rose step on my throat with steel toe high heels and make me her Mom, if you're watching this, yeah, like unwatch it. Like stop. It's still too high heels even.
I would say that this is definitely... Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Did I go somewhere? Did I go somewhere? I'm so sorry. I just, like, accidentally opened a new desktop browser. That really scared me. Anyway, I think the ones that they're giving her are about on par with the ones that they give to famous men. I think they're more sexual than the ones that we saw them give to Jennifer Coolidge or Molly Ringwald. And they're leaning into that, like, fantastical sexual violence angle of it. But I definitely think that there are, like, several steps between this and the kind of things that they just had Tana read.
The thing, how about a snuggle? How about, like, I would let Ruby Rose be the little spoon or the big spoon while we watch romantic comedies. I'd let Miss Ruby, I'd let Miss Ruby rearrange my limbs like I was a Lego figure. I love
think
Lego.
rearranging limbs is, like, that's external. Did you mean guts?
Like, it's my biggest hobby. If one piece comes undone, I freak out. So, like, even if you were a Lego person, I wouldn't rearrange anything. I don't want to rearrange your limbs or anyone's limbs. I don't want to stand on anyone's throat, and I don't want to drag anyone through a bed of nails. I'm like blushing. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm Ruby Rose, and my new film, The Doorman, is out now. It's on demand. It's on Apple TV. And thank you so much for this enlightening experience. As someone that hasn't been on Twitter for a few years, this has been a great research about whether or not I want to ever go back on Twitter, and I think the answer is no. But thanks, guys. I'm going to go lie down now.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to click on that. I didn't want to click on that. No. Don't bring me to Beck Bennett. I want to watch Tyler Posey. No! Okay. I know we said we were going to watch Women, but I've changed my mind. We're going to continue watching Women, but we're going to take a detour, and we're going to watch Tyler Posey, because A, I like Tyler Posey, and B, he's queer, right? So this gives us a chance to kind of...
I would argue that Ruby Rose is one of the most beautiful humans alive.
What is...
Aww.
What?
I would argue that's one of the sweetest tweets alive.
Why are...
Ruby, if you're reading this, I'm free Thursday if you want to come over to
Stop!
Snacks.
Oh my god. That was so stressful. Could you hear that? Could you hear the music that was really loud? I don't understand why that was happening. I'm so sorry. That was not supposed to happen, and I couldn't even tell, like, what tab any of that was coming from. That was terrible. However, I want to find... Here he is. Tyler Posey. I'm so sorry for your headache, Katie. I hope that wasn't as loud for you as it was for me.
Hello guys, I'm Tyler Posey and I'm here with BuzzFeed, and I am going to be reading your thirst tweets. Just like Daniel Radcliffe, I thought thirst was just to get attention, but now I know that there's something different, and I'm very excited. Not to be horny on the main, like ever, but I need Tyler Posey to kiss me on the forehead. It's adorable. I get a little horny getting kissed on the forehead too, so I understand. Tyler Posey saving the world with one OnlyFans post at a time. I appreciate that. I'm a huge advocate in saving the world and wanting to just better this place, you know, in a very fun way. And so that's what I'm doing. I didn't think of it as big as saving the world, but hell yeah, I'm game. Tyler Posey, hot as daddy. I'm not quite a daddy yet. Who knows though? You never know. I've been around. Great actor, nice human being. That's what you think. His smile though. F***able. Thank you very much. Underrated kinda. I love that. I love him. Don't at me. What the hell does that mean? These are all very nice. I think we're going up from thirsty to very thirsty. Tyler Posey's thighs give.
He's so cute. He's the best love interest on Jane the Virgin. I really, really wished that she would have picked him. I really like Tyler Posey. Who knew BuzzFeed Thirst tweets would kind of be a great demonstration of the Madonna horror dynamic in relation to age and sexuality? Right! It's so fascinating! Like, I had no idea how interesting I was going to find this until I started working on it. But there's so many, like, because I don't want to watch 200, but then once I start watching them, I'm like, oh, I could keep watching these. He's so cute. I love him.
Give me the will to live. Really?
You know, in BoJack Horseman, when Kelsey has, like, the whole thing about Todd, and she's like, I love that guy's face. Would somebody please get that guy a cookie? That's how I feel about Tyler Posey.
I've never been complimented on my thighs. I guess they are substantial. I don't work on them ever. I just poop a lot. So maybe all the time on the toilet. I want to bake cupcakes with Tyler Posey, but at the same time I want him to lick the frosting off of my body. I do have quite the sweet tooth, so I've probably done that before. I've licked frosting off of my own body. Life goal: use Tyler's butt as a pillow and just take a little nap forever and ever. I've heard that is actually awesome, and I've heard it from my puppies. Say what you want, but if Tyler Posey dropped an OnlyFans, I'd instantly subscribe. I have been simping for that man since I was like 14. Well, you're in luck because I did drop an OnlyFans, and I have no idea what simping means. So thank you, I appreciate it, and go subscribe. I wish Tyler Posey was on top of me. That's still kind of pretty sweet. Like, missionary isn't too crazy, so I can get down with that. Tyler Posey spit in my mouth challenge. Okay, cool. I'm in. My friends and I have done that before, and it doesn't turn out the way that you would want. I would pay actual money to let Tyler Posey punch me. Oh my god. Hey man, fetishes are real, but where? Where? In the face? In the butt? I'm down for it all. Tyler Posey, please bite my ass cheek. Sure. Yeah, why not? Actually, I don't know. Butts can be kind of mysterious. Like, I don't know if that's the next step to this BuzzFeed challenge. I'm just reading the thirst tweets and then I actually have to act on them. But since you asked nicely, I'll give it a shot. I would let Tyler Posey snap my spine in two for all eternity. What the hell does that mean? In other news, I would let Tyler Posey literally destroy me and tear me into shreds. Is that a Teen Wolf reference? Because I was a werewolf, and I did tear people to shreds every now and then, so I do know how to do that. Tyler Posey could slap me in the face with his dick and knock out 2 of my teeth, and I would just swallow them happily. Well, I wouldn't want you to do that. The Tooth Fairy is real. You can get some good money for that teeth, but I appreciate it. Pretty hot. Tyler Posey.
He's so cute. This guy has, like, all of the charisma that all of the other guys reading these think that he has. This is great. I'm also curious if this was just to promote his OnlyFans. Let's see. What was Tyler Posey doing in 2020? I'm using my phone to Google because I am scared of getting that, whatever that was. Back up the truck from the front to the back, or whatever it was. Oh, he was in a movie. He was in a movie in 2020 called Alone, also known as Final Days, and it was a psychological survivor thriller. I don't know what role he played in it, but apparently he would have been promoting that in 2020. With Donald Sutherland. Interesting. I should watch that. I have no idea who this man is, but he's easily the most charming person we watched. He's so charming. He's so charming. He's the one who's not Dylan O'Brien in Teen Wolf. And for the longest time, I assumed when I knew that there was a ship in Teen Wolf and that Dylan O'Brien was part of it, I was like, for sure they're shipping him with Tyler Posey. But it's some complete other guy, which I didn't understand. Because I thought Scott and Styles were cute. They loved each other.
With facial hair makes the busy go wild. What the fuck is the busy? Oh, bussy. Butt pussy? I had no idea. Sorry, I was pronouncing it wrong. Now I know. Yeah, I get it. Tyler Posey is so hot. My bussy sneezed. Wait, what? How? Your butt sneezed? Maybe just look at me when you're on the toilet so that nothing bad happens. I am a hole for Tyler Posey only. Oh my god. It's very sweet. It's like saving yourself from marriage. There's something really funny about that sentence. I've never heard those words put together that way before. Thank you, BuzzFeed, for allowing me to read my thirst tweets. That was a much needed boost of morale. And I appreciate everybody out there that is thirsty for me. I have a new movie coming out called Alone. It's going to be on digital October 16th, and you get to see my butt in it.
Wow, he's so cute. The way he just responded to everything like they're in everyday conversations. Yeah, comments love this one. Thirst Tweets is basically a show where they tell celebrities what pussy means. That was great. That was definitely the most charming one I've watched. No, he did. He did have an OnlyFans. Seems like he enjoyed himself doing that. And I do agree. I think doing it, I guess Ruby Rose was probably also going from home, or at least just from somewhere else, because that was also 2020. But I think doing it in their own territory probably does make it less uncomfortable. We got another woman here. We got Chelsea Handler.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Handler. I'm here to read BuzzFeed's Thirst Tweets. Chelsea Handler is extremely hot and beautiful and cute and also a genius and also a wonderful person and a brilliant creator. Just wanted to say that on record. K, bye. Well, she sounds like she wants to be in a relationship with me, and I am willing to be in a relationship with her because that's the best review I've ever gotten. This is a woman, and I just want you to know, if you're watching, there's chemistry already. All I need in order to like someone is for them to like me. I have a celebrity crush on Chelsea Handler. I would let her rock my world and leave me like it never happened. I would love.
Okay, I have a crush on someone.
Say that I could rock a woman's world. Actually, I probably could. You know what?
Saying I have a crush on someone as long as they have a crush on me is so fucking real. She's a comedian.
I think I could. It's still out there. I'm still not locked down into any commitment, so anything is on the table. If you could quarantine with any celebrity, who would you choose? I would choose Chelsea Handler. She's funny, sexy, and always has weed. This is true. I always have weed. Like, you will never come to...
These are, like, not explicit at all. These are, like, just compliments so far.
my house. First of all, we'll never run out of alcohol. I have a tap. And we'll never run out of weed. There's weed everywhere. And every guest room, I have goodie bags for people, unless, of course, they bring children, and then they're not allowed in certain rooms. Everything you could possibly need for 6 months is here. And I have a really nice outdoor area, too, where we can socially distance. Chelsea Handler can handle me any day. I've heard that one. And it's actually Chelsea Handler could handler me in any way. That's what they wrote in my high school yearbook, or maybe I wrote that, I don't remember. I want at Chelsea Handler to roast me and then punch me in the face. I would be happy to do that, sir. I want Chelsea Handler to cuddle me in Peru while I cry and puke on ayahuasca. I've done that already in a special for Netflix where called Chelsea Does Drugs, where I flew to Peru and I did ayahuasca, and they warned me not to do it because they said, oh, people who go and do ayahuasca, vomit on camera, you're gonna vomit and possibly shit your pants. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm too advanced for that. I'm not gonna ruin a buzz by defecating on myself. And guess what? I went to Peru, I did ayahuasca, I did not shit my pants. You know who shat his pants twice? The shaman. Is it just me, or is there something really sexy about Chelsea Handler? Yeah, no, it's not just you. There could be something sexy about me. Let me know when you find out what it is. In a white woman divorced 2 years ago, living next door kind of way, LOL. Yeah, I should have finished that tweet. I am white, I'll admit to that. Oh, Diddy tweeted that. I went off on Diddy. You know what? He was 3 hours late to my show, Chelsea Lately. I'll never forget that. He was 3 hours late to the taping of Chelsea Lately, and I just ripped him a new one.
Why would they pick a Diddy tweet? In 2020?
I
guess
think it
he
was on
wasn't
camera,
technically
too, so you could
convicted
probably
yet.
reference it.
But
Chelsea
Jesus.
Handler's boobs are my favorite thing, literally, of all time. So fantastic. Thank you. I love my boobs as well, and I think everybody knows that at this point. I had a free the boob phase because I had a boyfriend who told me that my boobs were too big and that it made me look fat. And he said they were inelegant. And when he said that, it made me want to cover up my boobs. And then once we broke up, I whipped them out and I haven't put them back since. Chelsea Handler's butt is greater than Kim Kardashian's. Nothing is greater than Kim Kardashian's butt. I've seen it up close and personal, and mine, I'll show you, is like a little baby nugget. Whoop. Never been much of a cougar chaser, but I would totally let Chelsea Handler do whatever she wanted to me. Just saying. What's that noise that cougars make? No, that's a cat. That's it. Gross. I think you have to have children to be a cougar. Or no, you just have to go out with younger guys. I don't have that problem either. I don't mean to be gross, but I'd munch Chelsea Handler's butt. That doesn't sound so bad compared to some of these other tweets. I'll take you munching my butt. If that's a commitment you want to make, good luck. Looks around. TL sleep. Chelsea Handler needs to sit on my face. You know I will, girl. You know I will. I'll sit on almost anything. Chelsea Handler, my woman.
Okay. Yeah, no, when she does get the more explicit ones, she's like totally game from them. She enjoys them. It's really interesting where they decide to pull their punches and not. Really interesting. I agree. I've also had a soft spot for Chelsea and disappointments with her.
Crush. I'd lick a homeless man's balls to have drinks with this bitch. I'm not going to have drinks with anybody that's licked anyone's balls recently, whether they're homeless or they have a house. Thank you, BuzzFeed. Please make sure and watch my HBO Max stand-up comedy special, Evolution.
She handled this pretty well. Nice that they're letting women read them too. I love it because everyone else acts so shy. Now everyone knows you can get at her, ladies included. Guy thirst tweets. I would let this guy break my entire body and throw it in a dumpster and say thank you. Girl thirst tweets. Chelsea Handler is so beautiful. I'd let her cuddle me and tell me everything is going to be okay. Okay. Who is Jessie with an I? I don't know who this is. Looks like it's another woman though. So we're gonna watch her thirst tweets. Let me see. This one's long. This one's 6 minutes. Other ones are just a couple minutes. Let's see. Are you gonna load so that I can see who Jessie is? Oh, Korean American rapper Jessie.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jessie. I'm finally here on BuzzFeed to read your thirst tweets. I've been waiting for this. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried. Let's just have fun, guys. Let's go. I really love Jessie. No pretense. Not gonna lie, I don't know what pretense means. Just doing things the way she wants. Yes, I am very honest. I mean, somebody has to do it. Honest person. Thank you. I swear, hashtag Jessie is amazing. Her charisma is so powerful. She's so sexy and funny and fucking talented. Thank you. Where did that thank you come from? It is true. My charisma is powerful. Thank you for the sexy. I am a goofball funny, and I am fucking talented. I actually like this tweet. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I don't think I could handle how hot Jessie is. I'm crying.
She's beautiful, and I really like her nails. Like, the nails are really pretty while she's holding the phone like that. She's very pretty.
Don't cry, because I'm not all that hot all the... You know, sometimes I wake up, I just look like shit, you know? I'm not hot all the time, but sometimes. But thank you so much. Don't cry. Please don't cry. Where's your mom? That little raspy thing she does with her voice sometimes is so sexy to me. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Huh? It's kind of like one of my breathing techniques. So right before I go into a song, I'll be like, huh? It's still Jessie from the Black Still. Like, I need to use that. That was kind of a way to, like, start off a song. Thank you for noticing. Yo, official P Nation. Get Jessie on Twitter so I can thirst over her. Damn it.
I don't think that's a good idea. To be frankly honest with you, me having Twitter, I probably will get banned and I probably will get in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think it's better off that I don't do Twitter. Am I allowed to say Jessie is hot? Yes, you can. That is your opinion, so thank you. Fam, look at my queen. ISTG. What is ISTG? I swear to God. Oh, yeah. I swear to God, she's the baddest in the universe. I want to be like her. Thank you. I believe I am very, very bad. I don't think I'm the baddest in the universe, but I am bad, but not in the universe. Maybe in some countries. You know, me, I'm just me, and I want you to be you. And the reason why I create these music, I just want you guys to be yourself and have your own confidence and love yourself. And yes, that's my main goal. Thank you, though. Queen of Rap, hashtag Jessie. I saw her on Pretty Rap Star. Although she lost, she is the winner for me. Thank you. Just because you win does not mean you are the winner. I was in second place, and I am still very, very happy, and I am still winning. Don't say I lost, though. I didn't lose. I was in second place. Like, I did not lose, baby. Second place is good enough. Okay, Jessie.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I have no prior exposure to her, which is different from everybody else we've watched tonight, but she's gorgeous and I'm enjoying this. And she seems comfortable and confident, and these don't seem like super explicit tweets. They could get more explicit the further in we go, but this one seems like it's very compliment heavy. Which does make me feel like Tana's are like that because, yeah, she's considered, like, I think it was, like, I Care who said this, that she's considered less respectable because she's more used to being online. And, like, other people were saying as well, I think because she does come from online and has probably written similar tweets that they probably felt like they could go a little bit harder. But the differences in how they filter these from celebrity to celebrity is so fascinating.
1. A literal queen. 2. A whole package of visual charisma, sex appeal, singing, and rap. 3. Has the best clapbacks to the haters. Yes. Don't come at me. However, these days I've been very busy, so I haven't been able to clap back to the haters, and that is why I can't have Twitter. Jessie can get it. I have no idea what this means. Does that mean she can get it? Like, what does that mean? Oh, like money? I mean, I've been getting it, but I don't know if this person means that. That also sounds like, yo, she just get it like violence, but yeah, we'll skip this one. Oh, even her back is sexy, crying face. Not gonna lie, my back is sexy. I have this crazy line in my back because when I wear clothing and when you get back shots of me, you see that straight line. And yeah, not gonna lie. Next 2 tweets reference to the short interview that I had with Mino. Watching Jessie give male idols mental breakdowns due to her doing and saying everything a female idol is not supposed to do is my favorite thing. I mean, listen, female idol, there is not no nots and yes, there is nothing like that. I just do what I do. I'm a very free-spirited person, and at the time, I might have showed some titties and he might have been like overwhelmed, but it is what it is. I had to do it. Watching Jessie make the male species uncomfortable with her boobs is my new favorite thing. Shout out to Dr. Kim for making my boobies nice and firm, because I got my boobs done about 6 years ago. My boobs, they be calling it titties and big old titties. Let me just get this out there. My boobs are not that big. I'm actually a small C to a big B, depending on, you know, my menstrual cycle. I'm glad that you guys enjoy my titties. Shit, if Dr. King gave me those implants, I'm gonna flown it. She is beautiful. I'm shook it. How do you say that? Shooked. Oh my God, look at her thick thighs. I'm gonna disagree with you on that. I do not have thick thighs. I'm working on it, but thank you. I've been having a complex with my legs because my legs are a little bit skinny, but I've been working out. I've been eating Burger King like maybe once a day. Holy step on me, queen. No, I will not do that. But
I am ready for this. I've waited so long for Legends for a comeback. First of all, I do not want to step on anybody. I've been getting a lot of comments saying, step on me, queen. I would love you to choke me. I understand what you guys are saying, but I don't want to choke you. And I don't want to step on you because I will hurt you. And I don't want to hurt you. I'm so sad that this is the last tweet.
I should isolate the clip from that where she's like, I don't want to step on you and I don't want to choke you because I don't want to hurt you. Because so many of these are such, like, exaggerated, and I kind of talked about this a little bit in the video, but I think I will later too, but like so much of the way that these people who are posting these thirst tweets are like exaggerating their attraction to these people is this like hyperbolic violent language, and I'm always like, is this genuinely a way that people are feeling and experiencing their attraction, or is this just like the language that we have established in certain quarters of the internet to use to convey that? Because, like, for sure, people do like to get punched and kicked and stuff, but, like, I don't feel like that's really what that means when they're saying that they want a celebrity to do that.
I wish there was more, like, thirsty ones, where it was, like, real specific, like, real naughty tweets. Thank you guys for waiting for my comeback. Be sure to check out What Type of X, Oton X. I will be performing like a motherfucker. When you want to work out, when you're in the shower, when you're in a drive, when you're mad, just listen to the song. When you listen to it, you gonna feel better, I promise you. Let's go, baby.
That was extremely endearing. That was really cute. I like her a lot. That was great. And I saw Yendorphin, you said that the ones with the K-pop idols or the K-pop boys are a bit tamer. That's really interesting. I haven't gotten to any of those yet, and I've been curious about that. But like I said, I haven't gotten to them yet. But that's an interesting thing to keep in mind. And we got another woman right after Jessie. I also don't know who Shea Coulee. I'm assuming it's Shea Coulee. I might be saying it wrong. Maybe it's Shea. Does anybody know who Shea Coulee is? She looks like she's also very beautiful. Oh, she's from Drag Race All-Star. Okay. I'll be so real.
Hi there, I'm Shea Coulee, and I'm here with BuzzFeed reading all of my thirst tweets.
I did say it right. I said her name right. So drag queen. I don't think this will be super surprising, but I'm not like a Drag Race person. I've never watched Drag Race. I know. Oh, I see Trixie and Katya are in the sidebar here. I know them. I'm not a Drag Race person. A drag queen seems like a really good poll for this, actually. I'm surprised that this is the first time I've seen a drag queen on here, like 83 videos in, because you would think that a drag queen would be one of the first people you would have. That's like up there with boy band members, where it's like, oh, that makes total sense. Hi, gay homosexual. Thank you. Yeah, I have not live streamed in a very long time, and every time I live stream, I'm like, I want to start live streaming way more often. But like, I do want to start live streaming way more often. It makes it a lot easier to do stuff like this, where I have to watch a lot of videos, because I've been really struggling to lock in. As anybody who was here from the beginning and watched me talk about like Property Brothers and stuff for the first hour knows. So this helps me a lot to be able to actually focus on what's in front of me. Yeah, we'll do this one. We can absolutely watch the Trixie and Katya one. I want to watch that one too.
Shea Coulee's All-Stars finale look was
Also, sorry to immediately pause her, but I did want to say, I think comparing it to cute aggression is really, really interesting. Because, yeah, I've also never thought about an inverted cute aggression. Because you think of cute aggression, and it's like, oh, they're so cute, I wanna bite their cheeks. But this is like, they're so cute, I want them to bite my cheeks. Which is like not how you normally hear it, but I think it is a thing. For some reason, it's been very hard to lock in so far this year. I know. And also, like, January lasted 10 million years, And then it just became February, and now February is almost over. Like, I'm really struggling with the passage of time. I was telling Marty the other night, I was like, it's fucked up and dark-sided that I can go 2 weeks without posting, and it means that half of the month is gone. That should not be how that works.
Ag word. The blue wig, the dress, the bee, heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji. I'm looking at this tweet, and to be perfectly honest, not a single lie was detected. So thank you for coming on Twitter and being a truth teller. Because honestly, I go on Twitter to just start fights and lie. I have to watch the Sasha Velour and Shea Coulee So Emotional lip sync at least once a day for a serotonin boost. I don't really know much about serotonin, but if that gives you a serotonin boost, then by all means, girl, get your boost once a day. So Emotional, Shea Coulee. The thing that was going through my head.
Her eyeshadow is fucking gorgeous. I love that yellow and pink, and I love when drag queens do it, like, all the way up to the eyebrow like that. Beautiful.
During that lip sync was, damn, I can't believe this bitch just littered the stage with all these slippery rose petals. Do I need to listen to another podcast? No. Am I listening to Shea Coulee and Nicole Byer talk about Top Model anyway? You bet your ass. Thank you so much for listening to my brand new podcast, Wanna Be On Top, a podcast dedicated to the cultural phenomenon that launched 1,000 smizes, America's Next Top Model, called me old-fashioned.
Allie, are you still here? Allie, we have to check out that podcast. We have to check out that podcast about America's Next Top Model with Nicole Byer. Oh my god. That sounds so fun. Did anybody watch the America's Next Top Model documentary? Because Jesus fucking Christ. My god. That was fascinating. That's like another thing that I am right on the cusp of wanting to do a deep dive about, but I just need to get a couple of things off my plate first. I was fascinated by the America's Next Top Model documentary. I want to read some books. There's the book that Jay wrote where it was like, I think he did like a novelization thing. I am dying to read that. And then there's another book by somebody who was a contestant, and I want to read that one too. But yeah, no, America's Next Top Model stuff is going to happen at some point for sure. I think it's worth watching. It's fucking fascinating. I will say, like, it does not have trigger warnings, and it should have trigger warnings. It should have trigger warnings, and the way in which it doesn't, like, I know the correct term, technically, if you do, if it's for, like, a show and somebody's trying to get you to go from one episode to the next episode, the term that I am supposed to use would be cliffhanger, but I think the way that they used sexual assault to get you to watch from episode 2 to episode 3 is, like, it's clickbait more than it is a cliffhanger. Like, you kind of want to see what's happening next, but it's just, like, it's so, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but, like, it's so transparent and manipulative and slimy, and it's fascinating. And there's so many different narratives going on in this show too, because on the one hand, like, toward the beginning, it feels so it feels very pro Tyra, especially because Tyra is like, she's there, she's sitting and she's giving an interview. So, like, at first it kind of does feel like it is seeing Tyra as, like, this protagonist. But then the further you get in more, it really is, she does not come across the way that she thinks she does in this documentary. Tyra Banks does not. But I still think, even then, I don't think that the documentary itself even fully understands what a villain she is. Because it offers a lot of buy-in to this idea of, like, Tyra Banks was trying to challenge the industry and trying to disrupt the fashion industry, and she was doing this like brave, subversive thing. And it kind of, in that way, I feel like it frames these really terrible experiences that a lot of these former contestants had as like almost like these flukes. Like, almost like, oh, they just so happened to have a really bad time in this framework that is totally fine and was going to be something progressive, rather than being willing to be like, and also this entire system was entirely fucked up. So it's fascinating. I think there's just so much meat on the bones. I know some people have already put out videos about the documentary itself, and also people have done like deep dives into America's Next Top Model before this documentary. So I haven't wanted to like rush my take on it, because I feel like there are so many America's Next Top Model takes that I might as well give mine some time to cook. But yeah, Allie and Marty and I watched the America's Next Top Model one this week, and it's crazy. I recommend watching it, but yeah, just be very aware that like this is a show that has triggering content about sexual violence and about eating disorders and whatever you can imagine that might come along with America's Next Top Model. But it's not a show that's being very gentle with those ideas. It's going to be showing them to you in a way that's very sensationalist. Yes! Yeah, Vex, you get it. You get me. Cliffhanger is earned, clickbait is instantaneous. Exactly. I agree. Yeah, I think I don't like using the word cliffhanger to describe how those two episodes move into each other, because it really is, it's just so fucking unearned. Oh, Wanna Be on Top, that's the one that I said I wanted to read, yeah. And I didn't know Francesca Ramsey did a deep dive podcast. I gotta listen to that. I love Francesca Ramsey. Thank you for the recommendation. I will definitely check that out. That's awesome. I think she did do some disruption, but as a model of color, not in that show. I agree. I can't remember if I already read this from Medusina or not, because I think I did, but I might have just read it in my head. But saying it felt like they were trying to paint it as something that got out of control and not something that started flawed. I agree. The race swapping and stuff was fucking crazy. Like, saying, oh, it's just a different time, we didn't know, over and over again about all this stuff. And also, sometimes they did know. Like, one of the stories is entirely that a model, like, spoke up when she was being mistreated and harassed, and they were basically like, oh, boo-hoo, honey, keep going. And then they're like, we didn't know. It was a different time. And it's like, it wasn't such a different time that she didn't know she was uncomfortable. She knew and she told you and you treated her badly. You don't just get to be like, well, we didn't decide to care about that until 2017. Like, fuck you. Anyway, that's a whole tangent, but I've been thinking a lot about America's Next Top Model ever since watching that Netflix series. Very fascinating. Also, I didn't realize until I was watching this, but we were talking about this with Marty and Allie and Cheyenne, is like, I forgot how much Miss J meant to me from America's Next Top Model. I forgot that when I try to think back in terms of like, what's the timeline? What were my first like impressions of queerness? Who were the first people who introduced me to the concept of being gay, even being a possibility? Like, Miss J is absolutely fucking on that list. Miss J was so iconic, was like the heart and soul of that show, and was probably one of the first gay people I was ever exposed to. And I had no idea. Like, I have not been accurately rating Miss J in terms of like how important, like, I don't know, just really interesting to think about. I feel kind of guilty. Like, I feel guilty that I haven't been walking around being like, oh yeah, I loved Miss J. But, like, I genuinely forgot. I was like, wow, I think that genuinely might have been my first gay person.
Is to serve Shea Coulee, cook her meals, and clean her clothes. I do whatever she says. She makes the rules. She owns me. I am her property. Her needs come first. And if she cheats, that's on me. She caught me lacking. Okay, well, please send your resume to gimmeshaycoulee.com. I need all these things. And I
think that one was a copy pasta too. I think if I catch them cheating, it's on me. They caught me lacking. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
do have a lot of clothes and they do need laundry. You need to tell me though how you fold your towels because I'm specific about that. But if you're willing to learn, then by all means, send your resume over to me. If Shea Coulee walked the runway in garbage bags, I would simply defend it like it was the most stunning look of all time. And you're right, because on me, it would be the most stunning look of all time. Obviously, she understands. Shea Coulee is a drag queen. Like, she is flawless from head to toe. She is fashion, she is camp, she gets fish, and she's a lip sync assassin. Shea Coulee is opulence. I really don't know like how thirsty that would be, but I do love validation, and you gave me a lot there, girl, so I will take it. Shea Coulee really been living in my mind rent-free after that iconic walk at the Savage Fenty show. I know, right? I know. Thank you for giving me space rent-free because I'm really not trying to pay additional rent. I really feel like I'm in the moment in my life where I'm trying to pay a mortgage. So if you do have a whole entire house in which I can mortgage in your head with that walk, then by all means hit me up, let me know. World of Shea Coulee presents Shea Coulee's Drag Race, airing exclusively on Shea Coulee or available for streaming on Shea Coulee Presents Plus. Yes, yes, yes. To all of that, yes. You can stream Shea Coulee on Shea Coulee Presents Drag Race, Shea Coulee exclusively on Shea Coulee Presents Plus. And it is only $2.99 a month.
She's great. She has a beautiful smile. I find her very, very charming. I don't love Drag Race, but like whenever I spend time watching like one of the queens from it, I'm always endeared. Almost always. There was that one who was shitty to Chapel Roan, but other than that one. Plain Jane, I think.
To runway stomp over my unworthy body. Fine, if that's what you want. I will have no problem doing that, but just tell me what shoes you want me to wear. I love how we as a community, with all of our differences, agree that Shea Coulee is really, truly, wholly, and flawlessly that. Wow. You know what? I am a firm believer in community, and I am so proud to belong to a community that knows that I am that bitch. Not to be horny on Maine, but how tall is Shea Coulee? I am 5'9", but depending on the heels, how high you want them, girl, I could be 6'4". Shea Coulee's ass, and she knows. I would like to thank macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, dill pickled flavored chips that you can only get at Whole Foods, and fried chicken. Shea Coulee could hit me with her car, reverse, hit me again, and I would enthusiastically thank her. Most people would file a lawsuit, but I appreciate you showing gratitude. I want Shea Coulee.
So many of these are, they could hit me with their car and I would thank them. I feel like I should have started keeping track because I feel like I could do data for like this amount had stuff about choking, at this point this amount had tweets about getting hit with a car. It would be a lot of work to go back through and see all of the ones that I've already watched, but that might be funny.
To suffocate me with her boobs. I don't have boobs. I couldn't suffocate a mosquito with these, okay? But I could suffocate you with that ass. Shea Coulee is one thick B. Let me see that shussy. Ah! Not with you asking like that, shussy. You better your mouth. Okay, so this is the very last one. I love Shea Coulee so much, I would legit let her stab me to death and use my corpse as a team. Look, I'm open to a lot of things. However, murder and human taxidermy aren't two of the things on my list, so I will politely have to decline. I would be willing to meet you for coffee in a public place with many witnesses. So there you go. Thank you so much for all of your thirst tweets. I had so much fun with you all at BuzzFeed today. And remember to catch my new podcast, Wanna Be On Top, wherever you listen to your podcast every Monday and Thursday.
That was delightful. That was great. I loved that. Oh, could just search the transcripts for car. You are so smart. You're so smart, Bad Poet. I would not have thought of that. Okay, so Andrew Garfield was next after Shea Coulee. And I've heard that the Andrew Garfield one is good, but I have not watched it. So we can do that before we do the Trixie and Katya one. I hope nobody was hoping to go to bed early. The stream will stay up, so if anybody, don't feel the need to stay up for me, but I probably will continue going for a while because this is really fun.
Here we are. I am Andrew Garfield, and I am here with BuzzFeed, and I am going to be reading your thirst tweets. Oh, God. Andrew Garfield is a precious bean. Protect him. Thanks, Dad. I love you too. That's sweet. See, you were starting soft. Can we talk about how gorgeous Andrew Garfield is for a sec? Like, that man is fucking beautiful. I'd let him eat crackers in bed. That was a journey. I mean, the first part is just like incredibly flattering and as misguided as it is. And then the crackers in bed thing is, I guess, because crackers are messy. Thank you so much. It's very, very kind. I wouldn't let myself eat crackers in bed because I'm slightly OCD when it comes to cleanliness in bed. Oh, God, I'm going to move on. Andrew Garfield, if you see this on your secret Twitter account, I'm free this weekend if you want to get lunch or drinks or something, and just let me know. If you want to do it earlier, I can do dinner during the week, but I'm usually busy before 6. I love that. That's very... I like hypervigilance and I like specificity of plans. I wouldn't know where to find you, but I am free this weekend. I can't believe Andrew Garfield invented being sexy. I find it hard to believe to the point of knowing that it's not true. Who was it that invented being sexy? Like, when was sexy invented? I guess consciously. It would have to be a human, although I'm sure before humans existed in the cosmos and on Earth, there are forms of life that... Did anyone else think about my octopus teacher being a little, like, oddly sexy? Not sexy, but like... I noticed, like, online there were people that were like, I love that film, by the way, and I didn't find it sexy. It was someone else that thought that there was... I just read one thing online, something sexy happening between the octopus and the man. God, why did I agree to this? I can't...
This one is charming. This guy's charming. I like this guy. I agree, his giggle is very cute. His ramble is much cuter than the toast ramble. I agree. Editor truly earning that paycheck for real. They did not even try on the Antony one, but they got it here. I'm blushing, I have a problem.
Believe. I lived through shave Andrew Garfield, long hair Andrew Garfield, mustache Andrew Garfield, and now blonde Andrew Garfield. He really gave it all to us. This is tricky because the ego is such a delicate thing, and I'm a Leo man, and it's very, very hard for me not to. Flattery is the way into my heart. I'm trying to take these and just kind of bow so that the compliments kind of fly over my head. You know, that was the original impetus behind the inventing bowing after a performance or whatever. It was actually to let the applause fly over your head so you didn't get inflated. I kind of dig that. So this is like a real test for me to not get egotistical. Even mustache.
Is that real? Is that true? Is that a thing?
Garfield. That was a dark time for everybody. Andrew Garfield is literally the daddy of all daddies. If I'm literally the daddy of all daddies, it means I'm some form of father god, which I'm very, very uncomfortable with. And even my ego can't handle that. But you know what? For the next 5 minutes, I will accept being the daddy of all daddies. Whatever that means. Andrew Garfield is thick and woke to the best things to be. If I am in fact thick, my God, that's the dream. Because when I was a kid, I was a streak of piss, as you might say. So any thickness or anyone claiming that I have thickness, I appreciate, and wokeness too. SWAG is an acronym for Sex with Andrew Garfield. I'm trying to tell you all. Andrew Garfield is like a fine mixture of sexy and cute and seductive. Like, shit, bro. This is actually becoming too much because this is gonna make me self-reflect in a way that I don't want to. But listen, if that's how you feel, bro, I'm not gonna try and correct you. If blonde Andrew Garfield ever kills me, see, I knew it was gonna get violent. I knew it was gonna get violent. It always gets violent. If blonde Andrew Garfield ever kills me, do not prosecute him because he caught me slipping. That is on me. God, man, this shit is tricky. Do prosecute me if I ever kill this person because I love justice. I wish Andrew Garfield would whisper, "You better lawyer up, asshole," in my ear. You better lawyer up, asshole. The cool thing about that movie, my love for Jesse Eisenberg and the relationship that we created for that film meant that I wanted that line to hurt him more than if I shouted it. I wanted it to be lodged in his fucking soul. If I can't make money in other ways, I will charge people for me to whisper in their ear, "You better lawyer up, asshole." It's kind of a good side gig. Yes, the rumors are true. I am a slut for Andrew Garfield. Thank you. That's so generous. I promise I will only be respectful. 95% of the reason I love Spider-Man is because of Andrew Garfield's butt in that suit. That's harsh on the rest of my performance. We're back to thickness. I'm just happy to be of service. Would not be upset if Andrew Garfield spit in my mouth. Okay? I want Andrew Garfield to smash a laptop on my tits. That's good. I'm not gonna do that. I draw the line. Nope. Like, this is like pro tip and also like boundaries. Like, if anyone says, "I want to smash a laptop on your breasts," just say, "Get out of my house." Andrew Garfield spandex clad buttocks.
This one's great. This one's good. This one's fun. These are so tame compared to some of the things I say about Andrew Garfield, but I'm glad they aren't full-on sexual harassing my king. Yeah. He's fun. I like him. I was just saying the other night, I feel like I know very little about Andrew Garfield, but I do remember that Sony didn't like that he thought that Spider-Man could be bisexual, and that makes me like him.
Should be legally obliged to appear in all superhero movies from now on. I wonder what my fee would be to bring that thickness. Tom Holland with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? My bussy is shaking. Oh, the bussy. Bussy shaking is, we know where that leads. And I'm afraid it may be shaking in vain. Thank you for these thirst tweets. This was really fun and slightly disturbing and occasionally arousing, so thank you. There's a movie and it's called Mainstream, and my friend Gia Coppola wrote and directed it. And it's with Maya Hawke, who is wonderful. And it's with Nat Wolff, who is my boyfriend. And I got to do some really crazy stuff. I hope you guys watch and enjoy. Much love, thank you.
That one was great. We love Andrew Garfield. Oh yeah! Yeah, God, that interview. Yeah. I forgot about that. I did like him for that. Oh, I never watched the Under the Banner of Heaven show because I haven't read the book yet. But I do remember being interested in it when it came out. Only celebrity who didn't need Bussy explained to him, right? Are they back in the BuzzFeed set for this one, or is this where they record their content? I wonder. I'm not sure.
Hi, I'm Katya.
And I'm Trixie.
And we are going to read some thirst tweets today.
That's how long people have been in quarantine. They're thirst tweeting us. First one's for both of us.
Trixie and Katya own this ass. I like that the grammar is working.
And I think owning property is really important. It's one of the smartest things you can do with your money.
I have several international investors in my ass.
Great, this one's for me. Trixie Mattel, let me sniff your thighs, please.
I'll sniff your thighs? That's it.
Sniff my thighs. I think this is what we call a burner account. Get close to a drag queen and you'll realize.
Sniffing is not something you want to be involved
in.
in.
The cloud of pink sugar perfume,
Yeah.
barely
Or just,
masking, literally the smell of an old rubber band.
Yeah, that's very generous. Okay, this one's for me. When my best friend introduced Drag Race to me, seeing Katya's demo awoke something in me. My dick.
Oh,
Thank
it
you so
says
much.
my dick. I didn't see that. I thought you added that. Just saw a video of Katya and Trixie kissing, and now I'm horny.
Oh, I am in a bad mood now.
What happened to you people?
I'd let Trixie Mattel break down my back door in or out of drag.
Oh.
Is that it, the back door being their butt?
He has his astrological sign in the name on Twitter. That's a bit of a red flag to me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Based on the picture, I guess I would. I am a bottom, but how does a bottom break down a back door?
I like compost the backyard a little bit.
Watch, I'm gonna go to his house, kick the shit out of his actual back door, and go, "You said!"
Yes. Also, that's really gross. Listen, anal fissures are having a thing right now. We need to
People
not
want fissures?
No, we need to be not breaking down back doors.
I want my back blown out. No, you don't.
You really don't. You don't want to go to the doctor after sex.
I'm all bottom for about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm back to being nothing. I'm back to being not even social. You know, sometimes people take a long time to come.
Yeah.
I could never make it work. I'd be like, you got 5 minutes. Because I want my asshole to be like supermarket sweep. Like someone running through there with a cart, like, you got 30 seconds. I'm gonna like get the clue, run to the bread aisle. Like, I'm not trying to like slow.
Slash and grab with a time limit.
This isn't a lazy Sunday at Gelson's. This is Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
High thoughts. Ooh.
Like supermarket sweep is very funny.
Weed. I want to be a cigarette so Katya can smoke me and touch me with her fingers. People who are attracted to crossdressers, I think, often are really into smoking.
Yeah.
Crossdressers smoke.
I've done it. I've done it. Yeah.
They want to watch you smoke?
Yeah.
Do they love it?
They loved it.
Do you think it's like the red lip and like the exhale? What is it?
Who's this?
You were doing that? Ooh, tugboat. This is in Boston. You lived on a tugboat at the time. You want to know what I want? A Trixia kiss. We haven't had one in so long. It doesn't even have to be a kiss. I just want a Trixia moment of interaction. Even
Really?
that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. Does anyone have a 1 hour compilation of Trixie Mattel's laugh? I need to come now.
I need what?
These are all trolling. This is
I need
trolling.
to come
I need
now.
to come now.
I wish my own boyfriend felt half as passionate about me sexually as any of these teen girls. Katya's moan and ding dong made me obnoxiously erect, and I don't have a dick. You know what? I was watching an episode of Real Housewives, and Erica Jane was driving a fast car, and she was going, "It makes me hard."
Yeah.
So I think you can have a hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a figurative hardness. When I'm not my most turned on,
Figurative hardness.
Yeah.
Wet.
No, the is like very still.
Knotted? Is knotted up? Okay. I want both Trixie and Katya to top me, and then a female emoji like this. He wants us to top him, and he's going, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Am I bussy with a rake, Mom?
I'm gonna make this real easy. No. Is it wrong for me to want Trixie and Katya to fill my ass in drag? No. They want to be in drag and us fill their ass.
Fill my ass with what? Pennies? Finger me like you're manually rewinding a VHS tape.
Isn't that like this and then turning?
Yeah.
You want to be turned like butter?
For like a long time.
All these whores are gonna clip these of us responding to their tweets.
And
then actually jerk off to them.
Yeah, let people have
If
their fun.
people are watching us to jerk off, Wow Presents Plus is only $5 a month.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than porn. Might f around and have Katya bust this antique pussy.
Okay, so, oh boy.
Antique pussy? Also, what's an antique pussy? 25. I hate bussy. Who's
I
saying
hate
it?
it so much.
Who's
It's
saying
so
it?
weird.
Bussy?
Just say my ass. Kill my ass. Burn my ass. Ass is the easiest word. It's only one syllable.
Although, don't talk dirty to me in general, because I have a very like pragmatic response to like.
So you will get the
like,
boiling
yeah,
water.
suck my dick. I'm like, I am. Tell me what you want next.
Yeah.
Don't narrate.
Sandwiches after.
Well, thank you for thirst tweeting us. I think we learned a lot, and honestly, it kind of was empowering for me because this was everything I thought it was going to be. Hey, Smeagol.
You still have that ring?
Yeah, I'd love to have you wrap your Smeagol foreskin around my pointy head. I want better for you guys. Aim for the sky.
Yeah.
Right now, you're aiming for the garage. Get the supermodels. Get the hip hop stars. Get all the hot people.
People who really deserve it. We're just too busy. And you can catch new episodes of our show on the Wow Presents Plus app.
Oh, I think you were right. It is the set for I don't know how to say that. Yeah, so I think the things that they were promoting got a bit more obvious after, at least after 2017, but maybe after 2020 specifically. Do I know who Stephen Amell is? I don't know if I do or not. I don't know who Amber Liu is. Oh, let's do Renee Rapp. Speaking of seeing how they treat queer people.
I resonate with that heavily. I do feel like I'm pretty baby. No. I did. I like it. This was nice.
Did the editor put a halo over her as though she said heavenly, even though she said heavily?
I resonate with that heavily. I do feel like I'm pretty baby. No. I did. I like it. This was nice. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Renee Rapp, and I'm here with BuzzFeed to read my thirst tweets. Not mine, other people's. To me. Although I do have thirst tweets at other people.
Oh no, what happened? Am I not talking? What's going on? Everybody's saying, oh no. Oh no! I got? What happened? Am I back? What's happening? Streams are interrupted when copyrighted content is detected. Are they gonna put me back on? Am I back? Am I gone? Am I here? I'm back? Okay. Alright, I got an email that said streams are interrupted when copyrighted content is detected. After copyrighted material is no longer being streamed, streams are automatically re-enabled. So I guess the Renee Rapp one must have been copyrighted. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I've never seen that before. I just saw everybody saying, "Oh no," but it felt like an overreaction to what I was complaining about. Because in the very beginning of the Renee Rapp one, she said something like, "I resonate with that heavily," and then they put like a halo over her, and I was like, "Did they just put a halo over her as though she said heavenly, even though she said heavily?" And then I looked at the chat, and everybody was like, "Oh no," and I was like, "What?" That was only a little weird. Yeah, I haven't seen that before, so I wonder if that means that when I end the stream, if it's gonna get taken down or what. I don't know. Alright. Well, I don't want to continue with the Renee Rapp one. Okay. Should we continue or should I probably be done? Because we have been going for like 2.5 hours. That was so weird. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. I've definitely I've streamed something and then later I've gotten a copyright claim, or I've seen other people get copyright claimed after they stream, but I haven't seen it interrupt in the middle. Fascinating. Okay. It won't be taken down? Okay, well that's good to know. Hopefully the other ones don't, like, flag later. Because I feel like sometimes it does take a minute for it to decide that it actually wants to get me on a copyright thing. I don't know. But yeah, we've been going for almost 3 hours anyway, so I feel like that was probably plenty of time. Jojo, do you want to come say... Oh, you're sleeping. You're very sleeping. Look at that baby. I was gonna wake her up and try to have her come over and say hi, but she's like all curled up next to my pillows. I don't really want to bother her. I wonder if it was for the Renee video specifically, or if it was lagging from an earlier vid. Right, I don't know. It didn't specify what the copyright match was. I guess it kind of makes sense because the Renee one is like significantly it's significantly more recent than the other ones we were watching. We were watching a bunch of older ones. So maybe they only started doing like the copyright match thing recently. I don't know. But yeah, well, that's so weird. That's so weird, and it makes me not want to continue because I don't want to get taken down again. For the random song to play earlier, oh my god, I would be so mad. Yeah, because like when Kirsty Flaw gave me like an intentional strike, it told me that it was like a strike from something, but this was clearly just some kind of automated thing, which I thought wouldn't happen. I thought that they wouldn't do like an automated takedown on it because I didn't monetize this stream. So hopefully you shouldn't have been getting ads this whole time, but I don't know, maybe they still showed them to you anyway. But I did say no monetization on this stream because I didn't want to deal with the copyright stuff. But you know, it makes sense. I can't act like it doesn't make sense that BuzzFeed wouldn't want me to just sit here and watch their content for 3 hours. So like I get it. But yeah, so that was fun. This is one of the videos I'm working on. I think my deadline for this one is like March 6th or something like that. It's early in March, so I've still got a few years to poke through and some stuff to script about. But this should be a video that's coming up pretty soon. Patreon has I can't remember how long it is now. How long is that thing that I uploaded? I think it's like an hour-ish. Maybe less than an hour. I don't know. Because I know the part about mean tweets it's half an hour on its own. But, yeah, Patreon got a suggestion. I mean, not a suggestion, a preview, like a couple of weeks ago, and I've got other stuff I'm working on, and I don't know how I'm gonna work on any of it if my microphone still isn't working the way it wasn't working at the beginning of this stream. But that's a problem for tomorrow, I think. Thank you for hanging out. I know I always say I want to stream more often, but I do want to stream more often because this was nice. I've been really burnt out, really depressed lately, and I'm kind of constantly in that zone of like, I would feel better if I pushed myself a little bit harder, and also I have no energy to push myself a little bit harder because I'm sleeping for like 12-hour stretches. So I, as always, can never commit to like a schedule or anything, but hoping to be around more. I know I've been kind of not as present as I generally am for the last couple of weeks, so I'm hoping to turn that around, but it is extremely February. So I'm just hoping that February gets better for all of us, and I hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go. Bye.